I lost that drawing. I was going to copy off.
Yeah.
I lost that some reference. I was like, yeah, perfect. I know what I'll draw.
Miss Piggy before or after plastic surgery?
After Ozempic.
She's spinning out.
You will never guess.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show today. I do apologize for the artists, but they are artists. What you got to do. Nevertheless, we're going to have ourselves a little bit of fun. We're doing basically the 50th anniversary of the Muppet Show, which many of us older fellas here grew up on. It was freaking epically awesome. I don't know an episode that it wasn't amazing. It was back in a time, you see, when people actually just wanted to have, fun. No messages, no grim reality, just goofy silliness with the various cameos of celebrities of the time. And it was funny, and it was uproarious, and it was truly one of the great memories of my childhood.
It is, and even Mark Hamill was bearable on the show.
He was.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was.
Yeah.
But it had
Luke
a lot of
Skywalker was
celebrities.
on there too.
Yeah, he was too. That's true. We had Luke as well.
Yeah. He had a cameo on it.
Yeah. I think one of my favorite guests was, oddly enough, I can't remember his name, was Neil Sedaka or one of those weird guys with a weird name that did kind of really light poppy stuff, yacht rock. But he was actually hilarious. I remember that guy. Yeah.
Made for a fun show, even if you're not sure what he did.
Yeah, no, it was
Oh,
great.
I know
That
you're
show was
talking about.
amazing.
I can't think of his name.
Yeah,
Leo Sayer?
I don't know. No, it was one of those yacht rock guys. But he was actually really funny though, which is the name of the game, right? But there were so many celebrities. Another guy who had a great cameo on the show was who was a little teeny guy. His name was Paul. He was a singer.
He's a writer. Paul Williams.
Paul Williams?
Paul Williams, yeah. He was
the man
great
who
too.
wrote the music.
Oh, did he? Oh, I didn't know that.
The Rainbow Connection.
But he was funny though. That guy is great. We didn't really get enough of him, to be honest with you. So
That's when they made him an official Muppet.
did they? Well, kind of already wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
To be fair. But I've just gone over here and shared on the Twitters, and I have been assaulted by, what is this, Ellen Page in armor? What the hell?
Yeah.
Scrawny little thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of memes now. There's one where it's like, it looks like the face superimposed over Brad Pitt's Achilles, and he's got zippers on his chest.
Yeah, and getting
AI for Bobby
this time, so,
armor.
They switched out her with Gerard Butler in 300 during the I Am Sparta scene.
Did they? Oh god.
He goes to kick the guy into the hole, but fails, and he just kills him.
The meme became reality.
So I'm assuming this is all in regards to the silly Christopher Nolan thing, huh?
I mean, Achilles doesn't have to be a Adonis, since he is indestructible.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they did it. The reason they did it is the problem.
But making him like a 5'1" skeleton person is just kind of ridiculous.
It is. But he's doing that because he wants to win an Oscar, I'm sure. Although he might be a Wookiee too, for all I know. But the thing is, it's like, do you really need that? Because honestly, the Oscar has completely burned every bridge. I mean, it has no value anymore. Anyway.
So Chester, have you watched the trailer yet?
Yeah, I did, and it was rather disjointed, to be honest with you.
Well, here, I have a question for you. At one point, Tom Holland, speaking of his father, says, "I'll see my dad." That's bad, right? Dad wasn't really used, correct?
In
Would everybody say father back then?
My daddy. That's my daddy, my papa.
Okay, I have to
My
take a
papa was
breath
never
here
the same.
because, yeah, what are you trying to ask me
He's
here?
Copernicus, right?
The word dad probably wouldn't have been very common. But father would be. And he used dad. It just sounded the dialogue sounded too modernized to me.
Oh
I'm
no,
sure
it
they had
most certainly
familial
did.
cues.
Yeah.
But they would, of course, say mataotes would be father,
Hmm.
or mata.
But in English, they'd say father,
Yeah. Huh.
not hey, dad.
No, and I mean,
My dad will return or something like that.
Yeah, no, it was horrible, and they're all speaking in very California English, and yeah, it's just silly. I mean, there's no attempt here, but then again, this is all. I kind of covered this on my show. Um, there's this lady, Emily, who did a Greek translation, from Greek to English translation. Her translation of Homer's work, but she decided to put it in modern language and feminize the hell out of it, and really slap at the men because they're horrible people. And everybody in the community, do keep in mind, I do teach not only classical Greek but modern Greek as well in university even. Yeah, so I would
Well,
be.
you're gonna love when we do the Odyssey in a few weeks.
In
Oh
that
God.
freezer.
Well, I mean, it's just in this
In
particular
space,
Fine
case,
room.
I'm actually an expert. I mean, literally. And her
space.
translation is a joke in the community. It always has been.
Yeah.
But that
I
So
haven't read it
was
since high
actually
school.
beyond himself with it. But that's
Yeah.
what he's
is
doing. He's basing it upon her woke feminist translation, is what he's done. Right.
Hmm.
So
is there a word that would have been like a familiar version for father, like we have dad or daddy or something children
Papa.
might use?
like mata.
Pops. Pops. Hey, Pops.
Yeah,
Going over
pops,
the ocean.
papa,
Hey,
like
them Grooks.
papa. Lots of languages have
Well, if you want to get into
things.
the
Hey, greasers.
romance period, then then papa or would be a thing, right?
Oh, really? So more likely to have said something like papa than like dad. Dad would have come along later in one of the other languages.
Well, dad, oddly enough, is coming out of a Mesopotamian god named Dagda, and of course it also
Really?
lines up in the Celts.
Dada?
And Mama. These are two
Huh.
Mesopotamian gods, the mother and the father. It's literally where we
Mama.
get these words, mother and dad, from. So but no, a more modern would be, Bumpus. I guess would be Papa, would be a more formal.
Hey,
Whereas Papakis, or just Papa would be dad. Yeah.
Interesting. I kind of wondered because they're two very different sounding words. Like, how did they? Neither of them sound like father. So where did that come from? Interesting.
The older Sumerian name for the god is Adad, which, as you can see even more clearly there, right? But yeah, that's where those words come from, dad and mom. They're truly ancient words. Truly.
Wow.
Yeah. But like I said, the Greeks would have formerly said Bampas, and the dad would be Papakis, right? But
Interesting.
in modern Roman languages, it would just be Papa, right?
Thank you.
But anyway, that aside, we're not here to talk about idiots. And Christopher Nolan is
or
clearly one of
Iliads.
them.
Brilliant.
He says that Chester is a little low. Okay.
I-
Is this better? Do I
Yeah.
sound better? I don't know. Should be
Just for
fine.
sale.
But nevertheless, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the how we go from Paul Williams to idiots.
Lopez.
The hell?
I'm not sure.
I think it was Elliot Page.
Oh, Ellen Page. I see.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it.
Well, that's a sad state in and of itself, what that little girl
It
has
is.
done to herself. And do keep in mind, in her life now, she's done all this cutting on her body, but she has a boyfriend, right? She's not even lesbian anymore.
No.
So it's like, why? what's the point? You
I don't know.
Oh, and her turn destroyed the Umbrella Academy, and all the writing had to change around for that.
It did, and she's really, really taking those hormones and growing the forehead as you do, because men.
Yeah,
are
she
all
already had
about
a big forehead.
Yeah, it's too bad because she was a cute little thing. But it doesn't matter. I don't give a shit about any of that. We're not here for that. We're here for the Muppets, baby, which is
Muppets,
pure
yeah.
love. Pure love.
Ooh.
Okay. I am going to cover one slightly sad thing right off the top, though, because, just a matter of respect. Donald Gibb has passed away. And, of course, he's Ogre
Poor man's
from Revenge
Macho
of the Nerds. He was in Bloodsport. He's in a bunch of other stuff. And he was a fun little actor for us back in the day. He died here at 71. He's been unhealthy
bless
for a
him.
while, it seems. It's a bit young, but I mean,
Yeah.
it is kind of in that area, isn't it? Of
Yeah.
course, the sad thing about this, though, is not just with Donald here, but it's also another, the actual star of Revenge of the Nerds, the series and
Yeah.
other things, David Carradine, right?
Robert.
Robert Carradine. He passed away 3 months ago at 71 years old as well,
Oh my
but that was
goodness.
suicide.
Oh wow! It was
Are you
only
saying
3 months.
Oh no.
That was suicide, yeah. So, which is weird
That's-
to me because I don't get how you're kind of long in the tooth there to be doing that kind of silly shit. I mean,
Was he ill?
It's a Carradine thing. You wouldn't understand.
well, that is fair.
Was he in a closet?
I have no idea.
Mm.
I wouldn't think so.
Just hanging around.
I can't remember how many wives he had, but he had more than one.
Oh.
But it is just odd timing, and of course they're both 71 at the time of death. But it doesn't matter.
So
That
tragic.
aside, just want to give a shout out here to one of the icons of our childhood. Of course, Ogre was great, and in the end, during the series, he joined the Nerds because ultimately he is one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Luga.
No, because he saved his life because he was drowning in the pool. I think it was like he can't swim, so and I think like what's his face saved him, and that's why he became a nerd.
Yeah, but maybe, but the argument was also that you are one of us. I mean, he's kind of in the nerd side, like with Booger, right? But
He's
anyway,
a freak.
yeah, he's a freak. Yeah. And Revenge of the Nerds was great fun. It was a shock mega hit of the 80s.
It was part 2.
It wasn't. Okay. No one expected that thing to hit that hard, though. You know what I mean? Anyway, so safe journeys.
Nerds in Paradise.
We do have more sad news.
We do.
Oh no.
What is that?
We've lost our co-host.
Oh yeah. Work.
Okay.
Jeff won't be able to make shows anymore. He got a new job, and just the shows are too late for him, so he will not be able to make it anymore.
So he didn't die. Okay, that's
No, he didn't die. Oh my god! No.
Oh thank God.
No,
So you're just finding out this now, Chester. Okay.
You got nonchalant. Oh, and by the way, we lost our co-host.
no one tells me anything. That's the
Hey,
problem.
buddy, how inconsiderate of him not telling Chester. That's just
So Chester, you drove
unprofessional.
off another one.
Did I? Okay.
Hopefully though his health's doing some better if he's going back to work more.
Yeah,
So
well, obviously that's good. He's got to.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. He's got a new job, but he has to be up pretty early to get to it, so he can't stay up late. So
right.
Chester will be holding auditions for new co-hosts. So if anyone would
I
like
will.
to send Chester a DM, send your resume and a sizzle reel.
Now I won't get confused between Jeff's and Elrod's voice.
That's fair. That is fair. Yeah.
Because sometimes I think it's Jeff, but it's Elrod, and when it's Elrod, it's Jeff. I don't know.
Yeah, it's me because I'm funnier.
Yeah.
I can't really tell.
Yeah. But and you wonder why I mix you and that Mexican guy up.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Who, Armor On?
Yeah. Perfect. Anyway,
Well, he's not here.
so,
Alan's here.
he's not here yet. So who am I going to elect to take care of the straw poll? Because I mean, God, someone has to do it.
I would elect Chester lose day.
So let me see. Maybe I just kind of randomly point at someone and elect them to do it. Okay.
Well, do we have anyone reliable in the audience every week?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe his name is Doug. Doug, you're nominated.
Using what?
You are in charge of the straw poll now, Doug.
So
Don't let
we
me down.
just
Don't disappoint me.
decided. I believe you.
All right, I will take your silence as acknowledgement. Thank you. All right.
An agreement.
An agreement, yes, that's right. But nevertheless, of course, we are going to get into it here, and of course, I don't have anybody to do like what was the Muppet Show opening music? What was that? Da 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 something like that. Go. All right.
There you
That
go.
was close. That was close enough.
I can do the Jeff. No problem.
Oh.
Doug
I
says
mean,
I
you
don't even have
you have a
computer.
saxophone.
Dude, that sounds like a you problem, Doug.
So are you posting stuff with the power of your mind? That's pretty good.
It is good.
No, use a carrier pigeon.
Doug
Oh, nice. That's even better.
Those guys are pretty good.
They're extinct, you know.
Oh, I'm sure they're fine somewhere, because probably people still have pigeons they can send stuff with. Are they not carrier pigeons? Are they just normal pigeons?
Well, carrier pigeons are actually extinct.
Yeah, they are extinct. Yeah. I wasn't. It's a historical point. I take that very seriously.
Oh, well, then what are the birds that still send stuff back and forth now? Are they different kinds
Esther
of
studied pigeonology in school.
Those are
Is a degree in pigeonology.
They don't exist. The homing pigeon is well long and gone.
homing pigeon?
The carrier pigeon, homing pigeon, yes.
Necessity wise, they just weren't needed.
No, they used them in mail and stuff like that. I forget what it was, some kind of plague or something.
I believe it was the glue on the back of stamps.
Was it? I have no idea.
Yeah.
But most of the pigeons you see today would be, colloquially coined as racing pigeons.
Or flying rats. I mean, you can go either way.
Yeah. But they did use them for the post office, which was pretty amazing. I don't know why they all left, but they're gone. But nevertheless, all right. So the guys are going to be, and the girls are going to be doing all kind of artsy things with the Muppets, and of course we're going to be talking about the Muppets a little bit. And of course, in the end, everyone will vote for Animal as the coolest and best Muppet. But of course, I'm not even going to ask. But they're wrong because the best Muppet is Rolf. I mean,
Oh, cool!
The original.
The original.
Yeah. Is the original, yeah.
But Rolf, they gave a lot of credit to that weird hippie band. But Rolf is a classically trained individual. Deserves respect.
And a doctor.
Great skill.
And a doctor. That is correct.
I
forgot about that.
Now, I do have one little curious thing, though. That I don't actually know, and I'm going to find out by the end of the show here. In the little hippie band they have, which are great fun, the leader is called Doc something, and I'm wondering, Dr. Teeth, yeah. He's so similar to Johnny Fever at WKRP in Cincinnati. Where's the inception? Is the Muppet first or is Johnny Fever first?
Muppet.
The Muppet. So did
Johnny Fever became a different guy?
Well, no, I'm talking about WKRP in Cincinnati, right?
Yeah. What was it? He had an alter ego when they made him mainstream for TV.
Oh, I don't know.
Winston.
But, I always felt that it was there was something there, connection-wise, right? But nevertheless, let's take a look here. Now, I found
he reminded me more of Floyd.
Yeah, Floyd was much more of a Johnny Fever type.
Yeah, the guitar player.
Yeah, no, you're right. The guitar player, you're right, Floyd.
And you remind me of Zoot. He's the sax player.
Oh, well, just because I play saxophone. And he was sharply dressed. Eric, I went and bought a new suit this weekend. I had it sitting. It was
Oh,
A
nice.
zoot suit?
No,
Nice.
well, it does have a little bit of striping in it, a little bit.
What color did you go with?
I went with
Gray or blue?
I went with gray,
Okay.
a dark gray, but it does have some striping in it that is slightly blue. It gets a little hue of blue depending on the angle. But
okay.
I sat at a new tailor I'd never been to before. It was quite nice. Yeah, it was enjoyable. It's one of the very few things that men can enjoy is sitting for a tailor.
Oh
Right.
yeah,
Being
yeah. Little
fondled
guy
by a
feeling me
tailor.
up. Yeah.
Well,
How many buttons?
Looks like your dress on, sir.
oh well, I made all the proper choice. Chose my own buttons as well. Chose my
Nice.
How many though?
I always do the 2-button. It's my preference.
2 buttons.
But
Interesting.
I chose all the different cuts and all the different things. I chose my buttons, which I think are probably illegal in the West.
Oh dear God! Did you go shoot the elephant too to get him?
No, God, no. It's antique, recovered ivory. Thank you very much. But I
I'm
also
going
chose
button hunting.
the beautiful like red satin, dark red satin into inside interior. It was very nice.
Very elegant.
Oh, that's a good suit. Yeah, I put down a pretty penny for it too. But no, it's just one of those very few things that a man can do that is enjoyable inside the shopping world. I mean, other than buying a car,
Yeah.
But
At least when you buy a car, they don't fill you up.
that's true. That is true.
It depends.
But I'm
Yeah.
saying, but if you're a guy and you've never sat for a suit, what are you doing? Go do it. It's cheaper for you anyway than buying something off the rack. But yeah, that was nice. I did that. And I went to a new Thai restaurant as well. It was a good day.
Ooh, so you had a good day, yeah.
I did have
Okay.
a good day. And the Thai
It's
food was
Chester's
pretty good.
birthday.
No, it wasn't. But it was birthday-esque.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sorry to have more than one of those.
And my wife came this time. She's never actually seen a
Oh,
tailor
nice.
sitting before. Anyway, here I'm looking at a very interesting little chart I found called Muppet Actors. And it's just
Okay.
looking at the original voices and their replacements over time, right?
Mm.
And the
Kermit's
characters
terrible.
they played, right? I haven't seen it, but his name is
Kermit should be
Kermit,
terrible.
his name is Steve Whitmer, is the guy who does Kermit now. But of course,
The current
original
one?
is
Yeah, he's
Jim
terrible.
Henson, and Jim did, of course, Kermit. He did the bald old guy. He did the pig captain in Pigs in Space. Of course, he did the Swedish chef, Rolf, of course, the original, Dr. Teeth, Ernie, and I think he's probably did a few other things here in the pinch. But of course, sitting right next to him, of course, is Frank Oz, the legend himself, who's done so many things. Most people probably know him as Yoda, but he does Animal, Grover, Cookie Monster, the American Eagle, Bert, Fozzie, and Miss Piggy. Interesting.
Nice.
Yeah. Now, one of my favorite, he did a lot of little eclectic things, but of course, Jerry Nelson did Count von Count, very nice. Dave Goles did a lot of side things, but his main character would have been Gonzo, yeah. And of course, Richard Hunt, who his main character would have been Beaker, and who was the assistant on the show for Kermit? What was his
Scooter.
name? Scooter. He did Scooter. That's probably what he's most known for. And Beaker. From Beaker. Is
Uncle in
legend,
the theater.
yeah. And I guess with Dave Golins, he also did the doctor. He did Doctor Honey. What was his name? No, not Dr. Tooth. No, the actual scientist.
Honeydew?
Honeydew Bunsen.
Bunsen Honeydew, yeah.
Bunsen Honeydew, yeah. So great stuff. We've got a mix of Star Wars, Fraggle Rock, Muppet Show, and Sesame Street in here. And of course, I haven't mentioned last, but certainly not least, Mr. Carol Spiney, who, of course, one of my favorite characters, Oscar. But of course, he's also Big Bird. But interesting. Now, the funny thing is, all the new guys who are doing their thing, whether you like it or not, I don't know any of those names at all. You know. But of course, the two big ones, Jim Henson and Frank Oz, they are legend in the field. So, I mean,
Oh yeah.
most people know who they are. But I just thought this was a nice little chart to take a look at. But then I went and found this page while the guys are drawing. I thought we'd take a look because this has all of them. Now,
Wow.
some of these I'm not going to recognize because they're newer things I haven't seen. But of course, we do have Baby Bear. We have Bean Bunny, which I think was a bear in the big blue house, right?
Bean Bunny? I know he was in Muppet Christmas Carol. I assume it goes
No,
back a bit further than that.
you're right.
Okay,
It
he's
is
He was in
86. It
a
is 86.
special, and then he hung around for other stuff.
I see. We got Barkley, of course, and Beaker. Beauregard, the janitor. He's amazing. Bert. And Camilla, the chicken. The only named chicken, as far as I know. We've got Bobber, of course, from Fraggle Rock. Cookie Monster, the legend that he is.
Mm-hmm.
Constantine, which is evil French Kermit.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, no, it said he's a Russian gulag frog. I thought he was French. Huh. Interesting.
No, I'm pretty sure he is a Russian.
Yeah, say something weird. Count
He's
Von
still
Count, of
not
course.
strong enough to take it.
No,
And you are my woman.
the Doozers and Crazy Harry is always blowing up stuff. Yep, Dr. Bunsen Honeydew. Dr. Julius Strangepork. Elmo. It says 1972, but here's the thing, and you back me up on this, Eric. I
have
never
no
heard of
frickin'
Elmo.
way.
I never heard of Elmo.
No,
until
there
my
was no
kids
Elmo
were
in
watching it.
1972. Nope.
Yeah,
nope,
I never
nope.
heard of
Kevin
Elmo
Klein
until
may have
in
married
the
that guy.
90s. But
That's
they're
a
saying
lie.
it's a lie. Now, he might have been some side thing in the background that was unnamed, but there was no Elmo, right?
He's a cheap Grover knockoff. That's what he is.
And I don't know why we had to replace because Grover is the young one, right? They're all kids in various ways, but Grover is actually the little kid. And a lot of times the skit is that he's too little to go with the older kids, like Bert, or some of the other ones, right?
He's old enough to get flies in his suit.
I'm just saying. So
Yes,
why did
he's a
we need to
waiter.
replace him with Elmo? It's very weird. And my kids' generation, Elmo was a thing. I'd never heard of this
Right,
character.
right. I never did either. No.
Yeah. And
Because Grover refused to be tickled.
oh yeah, that's probably true. But I also had seen all this stuff my whole life, and the only Muppet that I thought was actually annoying was Elmo.
Voice, maybe?
I used to love Elmo when I was a kid.
Well, you're
Had a
probably
stuffed
from
toy
that
as a Muppet.
generation, but I couldn't stand that thing.
Yes.
It was just his voice is so grating. But of course, that guy
They call
got
me Elmo is more famous than Elmo himself, I think.
maybe. Of course, the guy who was doing Elmo's voice got himself in trouble for inappropriate behavior with young people, I think.
Yeah, he sure did.
He sure did.
Go
So is the
figure.
way.
Go figure.
That blew
but-
over, right?
I haven't seen Grover yet, but I'll get to him soon, I'm sure. We got Ernie, we got Forgetful Jones, Fozzie Bear, of course, Gobo from Fraggle Rock. There's Grover. There he is. Guy Smiley, my favorite
I forgot about
reporter
him.
What
ever.
about Sweetums?
Yeah.
Was Sweetums on the show or just in the movie?
I haven't seen Sweetums yet, but I
Sweetums
think he
was in
on
the show.
He was on the show.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. We got Junior Gorg from Fraggle Rock, of course, Kermit himself.
Oh, they're alphabetical order, so he should be coming up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We got Link Hogthrob. I don't that they didn't really think that out very well, did they? We got Mogorg, of course. We got the Majority, the Trash Heap. I always thought that was a funny character. We got Moki, who is the most insufferable Fraggle. We have Miss Piggy being sensational as usual. Mr. Snuffleupagus, who is the, of course, imaginary thing. Big Bird, Oscar, awesome.
But he ended up not being imaginary after all.
Oh, well, that's not my headcanon. We got Pepe the King Prawn. I am Pepe. I am Latino. I am a Latino prawn. I am not a shrimp. We got Rizzo the Rat. He was always fun. Red from Fraggle Rock, of course. Robin the Frog, completely unnecessary. What is a Roosevelt Franklin? I don't even remember that character. We got Rolf.
You'd know him if you saw him.
He's the best. Rosita. I don't know that one. Sam the Eagle. Beauty. Scooter. Sherlock. Sweetums. Oh, Sweetums.
There he is.
Telly, of course. The amazing Mumford. And his rabbit. The Martians. The great Gonzo, of course. The newsman. He was great. Swedish Chef. The two-headed monster. Uncle Deadly. That was a cool character, too. I forgot about him.
Uncle Deadly is amazing.
Yeah, you got a couple more things from Fraggle Rock, and then, of course, you have Walter and Zoe. I don't know Zoe either, but she's probably modern Sesame Street, I would assume.
Walter, I think, is still one of the newer ones, because he was in that the movie with the guy who played Marshall.
Yeah, that's where I knew him from, was the movie. So that's the only place I recall seeing him. I completely forgot about Uncle Deadly, but he was funny. Swedish Chef, of course, absolute legend. And always wondered why he looked like George Lucas. No one ever explained that to me. But nevertheless,
That's a you thing, I think.
Yeah. Of course, it is. Well, it's contemporary of the time, isn't it? But lots of fun, lots of laughs, lots of nice stuff. Let's go over here and see what everyone's working on, shall we? All right. So we got Amy, and she's in the scritchy scratchy phase. Yep. I still only seeing complaints from Doug. I'm not seeing solutions, Doug. What are you doing, Doug? Okay. So we're scritchy scratchy phase. As far as I know, this is Raggedy Ann and Andy. So I'll leave it there.
There you go.
There you go. Amaran is doing an Einstein Muppet. Okay.
No, you'll know who it is once I finish.
Oh, it's the film critics. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't see them in my list I just went through, did I? So that's not a complete
They would be under S and W, Statler and Waldorf.
Yeah, but I didn't see it. Let me go back
yeah.
Was it only 2 pages?
3. So therefore, this is not what it says. It says
no, it is not.
Character database. You are a liar.
Click on Muppet Show at the top and see if that brings up.
Especially if that's supposed to include Fraggles.
Wow, that is just racism.
Ageism.
Yeah, that too.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it interesting that ageism only goes in the negative instead of the positive? Yeah. Complete Muppet database, character database. You are a fraud. A fraud. 100%.
Yeah. That's
Not
pretty.
even a frog. Wait, did they?
How in the world could you forget those two? They're vital. And I feel like there are other characters missing as well. And this Annie Sue.
Yeah, the Mad Bomber. Where's the Mad Bomber?
I saw him. He's right here. Crazy.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Was Big Bird on there?
For the Muppet Show, no, but for
for Muppets in general, he's a Muppet, right?
Yeah,
the Count. Where's the Count?
I saw him right here.
Oscar,
I saw.
I put
You're on Muppets in general.
Coincidentally enough, something popped up on my Twitter that fits the show, so I put it in general. If you want to look at it.
Meet the Feebles.
Oh goodness, Doug is going completely Democrat on me. He says everyone's a winner. God.
Hey.
In the game of life.
Well, I think that's not really actually true. But okay. But this is just despicable, pure despicable. But
Sacrilege.
sacrilege, even. Yeah. But
Well,
nevertheless,
you should find a list of the guests that were on the Muppet Show.
yeah.
Mhm.
Let me. Why not?
Christopher Reeve, Luke
We'll be
Skywalker.
here all day.
We would be.
There's a
We'd be
lot of them.
I was
Yeah,
like,
how many
I was like,
episodes were there?
Longbow.
How many official episodes were there?
It's like
A
4
lot.
seasons, right? Probably
It
22
might have been
episodes.
5.
They would have had hundreds. Like, I know they would have had like specials. Like,
Yeah, it's certainly over.
And the
100.
guests were
Time
basically whoever was doing something in London at that time would be on the show.
Well, there you go. Here we go.
That's why Christopher Reeve was there. Pinewood Studios is where he filmed. So it's like, oh, you're making Superman? You're on the Muppets.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm.
So let's see here. Number 1 is Julie Andrews, and to be fair, her cameo on the show was good. It was good. Yeah. Alan
Cameos are
Arkin,
guest star.
Charles Aznavour. Don't recognize him. Joan Baez. Yeah, that's true.
Well,
Pearl Bailey. Old Pearl.
Was it John Cleese on it?
He might
yeah,
have been.
yeah, he was.
We have
yeah, he was. I
He was
remember an
Royal
episode with him in it.
Shirley Bassey, Harry Belafonte,
Wow.
Marissa Berenson, Candice Bergen,
Linda Carter.
Edgar Bergen, Milton Berle. Oh, that
Yeah.
no, you shouldn't let him near anything ever. Okay, anyway, Wally Bogue, whatever that is, Victor Borg, Borga, maybe.
Borga.
I don't know this. Teresa Brewer, Carol Burnett, actually funny lady. George Burns, I remember his. It was great. Yeah. Ruth Buzzy, don't know you. Linda Carter, Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash, he shot a man somewhere. I remember he told me. Carol Channing,
Die.
Petula Clark, Roy Clark. You know, Roy doesn't get the love he deserves. He's one of the greatest guitar players of all time, you know. And he could also play everything else. Violin, piano, banjo, everything. John Cleese.
He's just ridiculously talented, huh?
Oh, yeah. He's, if you haven't heard of Roy Clark and you like music, go give it a try. The guy is an amazing guitar player. He's truly one of the greats. John Cleese, of course, hilarious human. James Coburn. Oh, dude. I didn't know that. That just doesn't seem right, though. Did he kill anybody while he was there?
Yeah, I don't think
Just
so.
bare hands.
James Coco. Let's see. Judy Collins. Rita Coolidge. Alice frickin' Cooper. Oh, dude, I remember that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember
Alice, man. He's great. Dom DeLuise. There's another one. John Denver. Oh. Phyllis Diller. I never got Phyllis. They kept throwing her in front of my face like constantly all the time, and I just thought she was an annoying auntie that I wouldn't want to be forced to have to visit. Anybody
I
understand?
think she
That
was
was
more
her
for the generation before us.
Clearly, but I didn't really care for her. And who was that weird lady who did Muppets? Lammy, I think it was. What was her name? Phyllis. It's not. Is it Phyllis Diller?
Really?
No.
Channing.
Something
Yeah.
Channing. Yeah.
Lamb chop.
Lamb chop. Yeah.
Talking about Lamb Chop? Sherry Lewis?
Jerry Lewis, yeah.
Not Jerry Lewis. This is a lady, dude.
Harry.
Jerry Lewis.
Terry. Hey, ladies! I'm the ladies!
Old Sandy Duncan.
Sandy Duncan has one Muppet eye.
True. Wasn't she also like a figure skater or something originally?
No.
I think she made
singer.
cakes.
She was a Peter Pan.
Okay. Dale Evans. Oh. Little Western star.
Roy?
Lola Falana. Yeah, I remember Lola Falana.
Oh.
Marty
All the
Feldman.
Muppets were in love with him.
Marty Feldman.
Oh, yeah.
A very unique human. Actually, even though he looks funny, you get a laugh just from the way he looks. He's very, very clever comedian, though. Very witty.
He was the guy from Young Frankenstein.
He
Yeah.
was,
Mhm.
but he also
The
did a
eye.
lot of things with Monty Python's Flying Circus. He did a lot of stuff with them,
No.
particularly John Cleese. Bruce Forsyth, which is just one of those names.
Bruce Forsyth, that was one that was like only known in England. Bruce Forsyth.
Forsyth, I know him.
Forsyth.
John Forsyth.
Brucey.
Crystal Gale. I remember. You remember that special that was on when we were in the 70s sometime? We saw Crystal Gale doing her singing thing, and her hair was literally just off the floor.
She's
Oh yeah, yeah.
You remember that? She was in a blue
It
dress.
was so long. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I've never
do.
seen a person ever since either that had hair that long. It was almost her claim
Superman
to
was in love with
fame.
her.
She was a pretty lady, dude, Crystal Gale.
She's what,
Yeah,
Loretta
sure was.
Lynn's half sister?
I don't know. She could sing though. Dizzy Gillespie. One of the two dudes that got me into playing saxophone. Met
So
him.
you owe your saxophoning to the Muppets.
I do. That's right. I actually met Dizzy. I was at the JVC Jazz Festival in '86, maybe. And he was performing at that Newport, the Newport one. And we were like, a high school kid band that had got a really high rating, and that's why we were invited initially. And he came down and just sat down and talked to us, man. He played with us. He chatted about music, and it was cool. It was super cool, man.
Nice.
One of those great musical memories of mine. That one and Steve Vai. I went to a Steve Vai. I guess they call it a lab at university, but that was really cool. I got a few memories of meeting some really great musicians and their interactions with us. It was great. Now, at
Nice
that
to have some positive
it
experience.
was, but at the same event, you had another black trumpet player. What's his name? I can't remember his name. What's his name?
Racist one?
The really racist one, yeah.
Yeah.
What's his
I
name?
can't remember his name, but you tell us all the time. And I can't
Peter
remember.
Weller.
No, he's very famous. Probably the most famous trumpet player, actually.
Miles Davis.
Miles Davis.
Miles Davis, that racist jackass.
Hated children.
Same event. Oh, he didn't want
Probably just
none of
hated
it.
kids.
Yeah, he wouldn't have none of it.
Honky white kids.
Yeah, honky white kids.
Probably hated kids.
He was not happy, but Dizzy was cool, super cool dude. I'm really happy I met him. Bradford Marsalis, oddly enough, I have met several times, and I did because I actually did hit the BGM for his stuff. So I met him, but actually I had met his brother Winford a lot more, who is of course a wonderfully legendary trumpet player. But anyway,
That whole family was musical, right?
oh my God, dude, they're amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark Hamill, of course, Valerie Harper, Debbie Harry. Oh yeah, I do remember her episode. I do remember.
My dad's favorite episode.
Well,
Yeah.
she did. If I recall, she did seem to be a little bit inebriated on something. Florence Henderson, the actual famous diddler from the Brady Bunch. How come she didn't go to jail?
She's a lady.
I guess that's the end of it, isn't it?
It wasn't Mike Brady, it was Carol.
Well,
Mike
I mean,
went to prison.
the actor who was playing Greg Brady and her did have an affair. He was also banging Margaret at the same time. That guy got around.
Oh, Greggy Brady.
It was Johnny Bravo.
Old Greg, yeah. Doug Henning. Why don't you have a picture for Doug, man?
Oh, my favorite. What illusion.
No, he did a lot of magic stuff when we were kids, and he was great.
Magic.
Yeah. Him and Richard Simmons, and
handkerchiefs fly.
Yeah.
6 people can fit in this minivan.
Yeah.
Magic.
Bob Hope. Oh, goodness, that's a big star though. Lena Holm, Glenda Jackson, Elton John. I remember his too. Madeline Kahn, remember hers. Danny Kaye, of course. Gene Kelly. Wow. Gladys
No.
Knight. But she was sans pips though. Don
Yep,
Knotts,
no
another
pip.
legend. Harvey Korman. Wow. Chris Christopherson. Well, now you made it. Now you finally made it. You had the Chris Christopherson on your show. Now you're something. Cheryl Ladd, of course. Cleo Lane. Well, this is a bit nostalgia, huh, guys?
Nuts.
Goodness gracious. Liberace. The man, the myth,
Yes.
the extremely gay man. Hal Linden.
What?
Liberace.
He was like the portrait of masculinity.
He was. You know, one thing that's great about Liberace, I don't think he gets enough credit. First of all, he's an outstanding piano player. I mean, insanely good. But what he did is he took classical music, he popped it up a little bit, and made it mainstream again. And
Yeah.
you know, he deserves all the praise for doing that.
America's mothers loved him.
Yep, they did. But I mean, you know, classical music now, of course, is more popular than I think it's ever been. Hal
And he's
Just
so nice
because
as a pool
someone
boy.
believed that he was gay.
Oh, who cares? I mean, no one cares.
No way.
Yeah, no one cares. But Hal Linden, of course, the amazing
You know what I love about Liberace was he would have proteges that he would make into clones of himself to take his place when he died.
Oh wow. Hal Linden, of course, Barney Miller.
He did more than that to them.
He did. That is
Well,
true.
but the one that lived with him, he had plastic surgery, so they'd be twins.
Yeah. We got Rich Little here, of course. One of the
Rich Little, my mortal enemy.
Is he? Well, you know, I've seen a lot.
Have you seen the Rich Little Christmas Carol?
Probably.
Is like the Star Wars Holiday Special is golden compared to that thing.
Is it?
Because of course it's Rich Little is every character in the Christmas Carol.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know.
It's all like 70s, like herbal 70s, not funny people.
Right. I mean,
Like,
no.
it's the ghost of Christmas present, but it's Richard Nixon. Oh.
Yeah. But
So bad.
But no, the Muppets A Christmas Carol is one of the best renditions of that story. Actually, that Charles Dickens story.
One of the most accurate too, right?
It is very good. Yeah. Now, Rich Little, he's definitely dated, but he is one of the better, voice mimickers I've seen, though. I mean, he is very good at what he does.
As long as those voices are George Burns or Ronald Reagan, you're good.
Well, they put a list of them here: James Stewart, Johnny Carson, Don Rickles, Dean Martin, Truman Capote, George Burns, of course. But he was really good impersonator, though. He really was. Actually, one of the best impersonators I've ever seen was actually here in Japan, but he's not a vocal impersonator. He's a musical impersonator. And my God, dude, the guy was spot on no matter who it was. Just an amazing voice. And then he got some kind of illness, and now he can't even speak at all. It's like the tragedy of tragedies, dude.
Good grief, that's a happy story, Chester. Thanks.
Sorry. Oh, look, it's
the
the coal miner's daughter, Loretta Lynn. Melissa Manchester, I don't know her. Steve Martin, He's
woman. Hear her roar.
He had a great Steve Martin had a great cameo on the show. Ethel Merman, I remember her. Liza Minnelli and all that jazz. Dudley Moore, another amazing piano player. We forget how good a piano player he is. That's about it. He basically plays a drunk guy in everything he does. Yeah, that guy. Well, that sounded a little bit more Bill Cosby. I guess they are charming. Yeah. Killer piano player though. Roger Moore, a guy, one of the best Hollywood actors that really knew how to take a joke out of himself. Roger was great.
I wanted Roger less.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah, Michael Moore.
Rita Moreno.
That was his evil twin, Roger Less.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Jim Neighbors.
Golly!
Another outstanding masculine man of his time.
Bernadette Peters, the person that they really tried hard to tell
Into the
us it was
woods,
funny,
baby.
even though she never even made me chuckle. Vincent Price, the legend, the biggest star on here. Julia Krause, of course. Gilda Radner, another so-called funny lady. Tony Randall. What? Tony Randall. The Odd Couple, right?
Odd Couple.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Lou Rawls.
And The Seven Faces of Dr. Lao.
Oh, okay.
Greatest movie ever made.
Ever made, yes. Lynn Redgrave. This is so nostalgic. Christopher Reeves.
Hey,
the
that movie was
beautiful-
quoted by Joel when he left The Satellite of Love, and that makes it the greatest movie ever
Fair
made.
enough. Fair enough.
There you go.
Buddy Rich, another guy I have met. He came and actually played with our band. It was
Oh, wow.
super cool. Now,
They
we
had
had
like
a lot
all
of,
the legendary jazz people, didn't they?
what do you say? They did.
They had like all the legendary musical guys.
They did, yeah. But I mean,
Kenny Rogers. Speaking of legends,
I never met him though. I would have liked to. But no, Buddy Rich. We had a lot of famous jazz people come and play with the band because high school kids, they want to support kids doing jazz, right?
Sure. It's people.
And but he was the coolest though. God, he's so good. He's so ridiculously good. And all he does is play on a three-piece trap. It's insane. It's just insane, Buddy Rich. Anyway, Kenny Rogers, freaking legend. Roy Rogers, holy shit. Wow.
yeah.
I didn't know they had Roy on there. Wow.
Well, they had Dale. It's probably the same show,
Probably, yeah. Probably.
like a package deal.
But that's an actual bona fide legend right there. Linda Ronstadt
Yeah.
and
I love
at
his burger.
100, Diana Ross. Wow. I actually did some work on some of her stuff. And my band conductor, that same high school band, the conductor, he was her trumpet player, her lead trumpet player.
Oh,
I've actually seen her in concert.
She's got a beautiful voice, man. She's a good singer.
I went to the Bob Costas event here in St. Louis. He used to have a yearly event fundraiser, and my company had tickets. So I got to see him or her. And Martin Short did stand-up. I didn't know he could be so funny.
Martin
Yeah,
Short's
I've
hilarious.
seen Martin do stand-up. Yeah, he's real funny. Especially when he's standing next to Steve Martin. When those two are together,
must say.
it's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, that's gonna make her, I must say.
Right. Avery Schreiber. Most people probably don't know his name, but this guy actually was pretty funny. Avery
Yeah,
Schreiber.
he's the spokesman for Doritos.
Is he? He's got the most amazing timing. Let's see here.
His comedy partner was the guy that replaced Barney on the Andy Griffith Show.
Oh, really? All right, there you go.
Not the
Peter
dinosaur?
Sellers died way too young. But Peter, of course, is
he was
known for
Legend, man. Pink Panther,
Pink Panther, Cousteau. Yeah, Brooke
Cousteau,
Shields.
but
Famous because she was a little girl who did nude shoots. And I don't know why her mother wasn't put in jail. No idea.
Or
They
why,
actually had her in
Hugh
a movie
Hefner-
where she's full frontal nude at like what, 12, 11?
You talking about Brooke Shields?
Didn't she pose
Yeah.
for Playboy at like 10?
I mean, they actually had full frontal nude of this little girl, and put out many times. That's all she did. All Brooke Shields did was be naked as a little girl, and then when she became an actual woman, we didn't see nothing of her, right?
she's all screwed up.
Her fake date.
What was that TV sitcom she was in?
Just shoot
Where
me?
she's a fashion designer. No, she was a fashion designer.
Suddenly
or something.
Susan.
Oh, Suddenly Susan. Yeah.
That's right.
But I
It
mean,
wasn't bad.
I didn't see it. But I just don't. I never understood why no one was.
It was mildly
arrested.
successful.
It was suddenly canceled.
Suddenly gone.
But many people talk about that photo shoot that
Really
I don't know where it
Scientology.
went, but she was like 9 or 10. She was very little. But Pretty Baby was the worst of it though, because she's literally plays a child prostitute in that movie, and she's running around most of that movie just nude, full frontal. It's a 12-year-old girl, right? And it's like, huh? Anyway, I guess that it was okay back in the 70s.
Sadly, stuff like that was more acceptable in our day.
There was a lot more cocaine.
There was.
That's a
That's
lot
true.
of it. Yeah, there was cocaine.
That's true. No, she
I
didn't.
mean,
She didn't
it
actually
was what
do a
was
sex
actually on
scene,
Frosted
so I guess
Flakes in the
maybe that's why.
70s was cocaine.
Unbelievable.
I mean, Wild West cocaine. Well, I know the 80s were known for it, but like in the movie industry.
The 70s was the era of cocaine. The 80s was weed and LSD, dude.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the 90s was that ecstasy stuff, which I never even seen that. I don't even know what it does. Paul Simon, of course. Sylvester Stallone. I didn't know he was on that. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Lucky Summer.
Connie Stevens, kind of a sex symbol at the time. Loretta Swit, singer. Twiggy. I don't know why Twiggy was even a thing, but she was.
She was in Blues Brothers.
Yeah, but I never got Twiggy. I mean, have you ever heard her speak a word? She's
English.
Super, super skinny. That's why she's called Twiggy. So-called model. Peter Ustinov. Well, that's a big get. Dude, everybody and their brother. What the hell, dude?
Yeah, hold on. You haven't said the most important name from any kind of 70s show that had guests on it.
I haven't got
Charo.
to it yet, I guess. Charo. No, I haven't seen her. I actually met her, too. I met Charo in Hawaii, yeah. Raquel Welch. A true beauty, Raquel.
Oh, yeah.
Senora
Top 10 all time.
Oh, dude, Raquel Welch is a true beauty. Hollywood's constantly trying to tell us this is pretty or that, but Raquel didn't need any foreshadowing at all. Holy cow, dude. Andy Williams, interesting. Paul Williams, of course, we already mentioned him. Jonathan Winters, hilarious. And then last but not least, at 125th position, Lauren Yarnell Jensen. I recognize the face, though. Dude, no Charo. I thought she was on it, though.
Yarnell and Shields, the moms.
Oh, yeah.
I thought she was on it, but I guess she's not.
I thought so, too.
You're only on the first season. That's why.
No.
Yeah. Christopher Reeve wasn't on here?
Yeah.
I know. I said Christopher. Anyway. But...
You did say James Franco, right? He was in season 5.
I did, yeah.
You missed Leslie Uggams, start of Deadpool.
No, I saw Uggams. She was there. Now, that is a lady.
Never on there.
That is a lady. Has always looked like she was 60. Always, even back in the 70s, she looked like she was in her 60s. Right.
Uggams is going on.
Some people just have that old look, like me. I always look way older than I am.
Ed Harris. He was only 12.
Unfortunately, the show didn't last long enough to get some other really cool people. Like, I would have loved to have seen Ed O'Neill on the Muppet Show. That would have been hilarious.
Oh, yeah, that would be funny.
Yeah.
It was The Simpsons of its time. You know, all celebrities want to be on The Simpsons in the 90s.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Except some didn't want to be known that they were on Simpsons. Michael Jackson. So they changed his name.
Oh, I see.
Credited as a different name.
But they tried to erase that episode too, which was just funny.
Dustin Hoffman?
Because of all the allegations, they didn't want him.
There was a recent 60 Minutes expose again with talking to his victims.
Yeah, no, I saw that. But the thing with it is, from all that noise that came out of it, it seems that Michael actually didn't do anything to a kid.
No, he didn't. In fact, he was trying to protect them.
Maybe he was. But the one thing that is definitely true, though, is Michael was a freaking weirdo, dude.
Oh, no, I agree, yeah.
He never got to have a regular childhood.
Yeah.
No, but a lot of them are like that, and they don't turn out that screwed up, dude. right? I mean,
Well,
look
he
at,
wasn't assaulting children. Maybe he turned out better than a bunch of them.
I don't think they tried really hard to get him and they couldn't. So I don't think he's actually did anything like that, or at least catchable. But he's just so bizarre.
Apparently, he's still alive. He was found. He was spotted on a bus,
He probably was.
like
saw
old
that.
and working for.
That was
But like
definitely real.
take Justin Timberlake, right? This guy is there are many examples, but he's a Disney kid. He's been in entertainment his entire life, right? And that guy is the most boringly normal human you'll ever meet.
Unless he's driving a car.
But I mean, there's a mix, and even the ones who do have a lot of alcohol and drug troubles, like Drew Barrymore,
or Britney
Spears,
Spears,
they don't go that weird though. Now Britney,
She seems to
has
be more.
Britney, I think, has actual some kind of mental issue, right?
Why? Because she's never blinked in the last 25 years?
That's probably.
I have a feeling she's not real.
She might not be.
I don't think she is.
I have a feeling she's a clone. They killed the real Britney on the island, and that's a clone that's just going haywire.
Maybe. But
replaced it with Joe Biden.
I do, yeah, Joe. Oh goodness, that went dark real quick. But real quick. Although Drew, she's done a lot of dumbass things, and I think a lot of bad things happen to her actually. But where she is right now, even though she's not insane, she's absolutely one of the most fake, superficial humans you'll ever meet. And that's
all she knows.
It's sad in and of itself, though.
That's been her entire existence, though. That's how you survive in Hollywood.
I suppose so.
Or any kind of thing like that. Big business in general.
You can't be a real person. They don't hire that.
No.
That's true. That is true.
Because you have to please everybody.
Well, the good thing is that's all going to go away because they're all going to be replaced. So this is going to be great.
Yeah, I like AI Drew Barrymore way better.
Now, here's the thing. Do you guys think we will have AI stars, or it will just be whatever?
Yeah.
Sure. We'll have people who make characters. Like Kitsune Miku.
Yeah, but I don't see how do you get behind something that's not real. Now, I have no problem with it. I think
It'll
it's a
be
good idea.
Well, I mean, I imagine it's just whoever creates.
We're drawing characters that are not real.
Yeah, but see, that's
I think it's not.
But it's different. When I think of Superman, for instance, I think of the character and what he represents and all that kind of stuff. But I don't attach him to a human, right?
No, I think they're going to mascot it. Like Warner Brothers will have their wannabe leading actor, but Warner Brothers owns that look, like Mickey Mouse or Mario.
It'll be Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer will be in everything.
That's fair. I'm okay with that.
He's
I think
already
there will
done
be
another AI.
not just artists. I think there will be AI politicians. I think in the future.
Probably. That's probably true. It's sad but true.
It'll be funny. They're all on Windows 11 because they don't work. Like they're like terrible.
Right. Yeah. Well, do keep in
They're
mind.
actively trying to kneecap Windows 10 with the current updates. Like you can't, you can't it's not. It's kind of discontinued now, but you can sort of still get updates for it. And they reckon some people have been experiencing some weird things with it. Like it's just slowing down performance.
Well, yeah,
entirely.
It's the same thing with Apple and their iPhones. They're constantly throttling you with software now. They don't even because they lost that case of right to repair. Right, they lost that. So they're like, okay, fine, we'll do it a different way, and they just use the software now, and they can do it more quickly, and more concisely, actually.
When my computer went kaput, I had a Windows 10 running. I would not doubt it was Windows 10 that screwed up my computer itself.
Well, what is it? There's this OS that I just saw.
Yeah,
that sounds really promising.
Xenon or whatever it is. Yeah, I haven't researched that yet. I did see something with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Linux, they were trying to push that for a while, but Linux is really not for that. Linux is really, if you've got an old computer that you want to get more life out of, install Linux. I mean, that's what Linux does.
I mean, let's just throttle themselves entirely. We can build ourselves up from that, or just get a Steam machine and call it a day.
Oh well, but of course, it's the way of the future. They're just going to constantly put you in a cycle of this is when you buy new things, shut up and consume. We're in that 100%. And do keep in mind, everyone's kind of talking about Trump's little trip over to China. And one thing I have to say on the side of that is, boy, the Chinese people fell in love with that guy quick.
Oh,
How, dude?
funny.
They love them some Trump, boy.
Pantomime show with the flags and the kids and all that.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, they showed him.
China looking normal.
But it also made the Chinese people proud. Of course, in their opinion, no one in the world could put on such a good show, which is ridiculous, but it's China. But they're really proud of it. They're proud of him because it seems that even though we know he doesn't drink, he did take a sip of champagne at a ceremony to show respect.
That's right, to offer a toast to the people of China.
That's right. And they took that to heart big time, boy. Big time. I've been seeing Chinese posts just roll past me for all day, dude. All day.
Really?
I've been up quite early. They have absolutely fallen in love with him. And of course, Xi Jinping and the CCP will usually throttle things like that, right? But in this case, they can't. And they probably don't want to, actually, because, we have to ask, what was Trump doing there with all of Silicon Valley? All of it. All of it. And of course, why they were there and what they're doing is all the thing with AI data centers, right? And if you haven't noticed, they popped up everywhere around you. They're all over the place. There are thousands of them.
Me.
Yeah. So,
I live in the capital.
Oh, do you?
The world.
Well, I mean, you gotta ask, what are they going to do with it? Now, if you ask an expert, they say, well, right now, the next 2 years is really about training the AI. Okay, fine. So what happens after you do that? What's the point? What are we doing here? What is it going to be used for? They say, oh, it's going to give us medicines to cure cancer. Okay. You guys never cared about that before. Matter of fact, we know you're anti-curing cancer because there's too much money.
Yep.
So
there's too much money in having it.
That's right. So I mean, I do think we need to ask a serious question because I really don't think people understand that we're standing at a door. And it's one of the biggest doors humanity's ever stood in front of. And we're going to have to make a decision. And these people in charge are making decisions because they realize they have no choice. Because just in the next couple of years, right? Just in the next 2 years, you could see 50% of the female population lose their jobs, right? Now, men, it'll be hit less because men tend to work in blue-collar stuff, working with their hands, and they don't have the robots yet. But women are going to be absolutely devastated in the next 2 years. So what do? Do you literally have 50, 60, 70% of your female population unemployed? Is that what you
No, OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're going to go on to OnlyFans.
Now, I've actually had some conversation with the Japanese, and I'm not talking about your everyday just person on the street. I'm talking about very wealthy, powerful people, right? And they actually see it as a benefit. And you'd be surprised at why they think it's beneficial. Because as we speak, when I came in here 30 years ago, there were farms everywhere. Now, there's very little, and most everything is imported. But Japan understands at a high level that we need to get back to farming here, right? And what this might well do is force people back onto the farms because AI can't do that, right? And they see it as a positive, and I'm like,
that's why they're coming up with developing robot workers.
Yeah, they are working on that too.
Robotic apple picker.
But I've heard a lot of people make the comment that we're not going to allow robots in that way. But AI, they're not standing against it whatsoever. They're letting it flow. So I don't know, but I really don't think the world understands the door we are standing at. I truly don't think people can fathom it. This is huge what's happening. It's huge. And the authority is going to have to make a decision. Either we disallow it or we find a completely different monetary system. There is no in between. You either have complete economic collapse, which we know they don't want that, or you just disallow it, say, nah, we're not going to allow AI, we're not going to allow robots, that's out. They have to do one or the other. But the amount of trillions of dollars that are being dropped into AI centers all across this planet, thousands of them, dude, I would say they've made a decision, haven't they? So I don't know.
Did you see that? The 8-hour live stream of robots pushing packages onto a conveyor belt for 8 hours straight?
Where was that in?
It was on Twitter, and that some company was showcasing their humanoid robots.
Was it Amazon
working in a package facility? I don't know where it was. I can't remember, but someone was saying it was like Chinese.
It
I
can't
don't
be
know,
Chinese.
but
The Chinese don't have those kind of robots. What they have is remote control robots.
and had one guy walk up and just put name tags on it to show that it's not AI. Like one was named Gary, another was Frank.
Yeah. Oh, it's definitely coming. The Americans are way out front when it comes to the actual mechanical robot body. It's the AI that's the problem. And of course, we're nowhere near AI, it seems. It's still just learning programs, but they certainly seem to be enough to do what they want in that way. And of course, right now, China is a joke in regards to it, but they won't be that way forever, right? Because Chinese are
They
putting
can
that
keep stealing
straight up.
everybody's.
Dude, they're putting it straight up forward. They're the most open use robot country on the planet right now. Even though it's all RC, it's not right. They do have some automated vehicles that are delivering things here or there, but they keep running people over and killing dogs. So, they got to fix that. But they are doing it though, which means it will little by little improve, even in China, right? And of course, there's obviously a lot of Western investment, and I'm kind of interesting that Trump did what he did because he's done such a good job just absolutely gutting them. But I guess he has a plan in mind of he wants them to do what he wants them to do, and they seem very happy to do that. Because the only negative thing that came out of that meeting, and I saw it in Chinese as he said it, Xi Jinping really kind of hinted at, please, Mr. President, don't support Taiwan. And Trump just kind of gave that look, right? Of course, we're going to support Taiwan. Shut up. But they are kowtowing big time to the Trump. And him giving them a little bit of love and just doing that, taking that sip of champagne, look at how powerful that was.
Yeah. Yeah. Very, very good. Man for the season.
Most Muppets would not even understand the conversation we just had, but Sam the Illegal Eagle, he would. 100%.
No,
The American way.
The American way.
Donald Trump on one of the Muppet shows.
Well, you make sense of all those.
Well, I wouldn't mind to get the Muppet Show back, but the problem is they just can't seem to function it, man.
I think they wanted to do a reboot, like a return. I think there was plans for it.
We heard about it. Yeah.
They did one episode with that Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah, they only did one episode.
Well, there's your problem. Why would your first episode of your attempt to get attention be based on a woman who openly says she hates men? Why would that be your choice?
Because no one knows about that stuff. No one pays attention to them.
Dude, every song she sings is about lesbians, great, men suck. Every damn song is literally men suck. Every song. How would you not know?
People don't care.
You don't really know who she is? Everybody's there to watch the Muppets anyway?
Yeah, but they tell us she's some big superstar, though, right? She's the big
Dude, maybe Hugh Jackman. He could be fun on a Muppet show.
Oh, Hugh would be amazing.
Yeah, he's even a musician. Or like just
And Disney owns him now, so they could definitely do it.
That's true. Yeah. No, there's a lot of people
The
who'd be
Disney
a lot of
property.
fun. Yeah. But not freaking, Sabrina Carpenter, I hate men so much, let us scissor together. Well, maybe not her. Maybe.
Leave it to Chester to turn a family show into a brothel.
Dude, they're the ones that do it.
Well, I think it's huge.
Jackman would be fun though. That would be fun. Who else would be good on a
I'd
Muppet?
like to see that.
I think even someone like Kevin Hart
so-
would be funny.
Nicolas Cage.
Nick Cage would be
wow, that would be
a must.
hilarious.
Yeah, that would be hilarious.
Okay, so we've got a line.
John Cena. John Cena.
John Cena would be great. Yeah.
I think it'd be fun.
But you might not be able to see him.
There's no one see
You
him.
might not be able
Yeah,
to
we
see
can do a whole episode where you don't see him.
The Rock. There's a lot
It'd
of
just be
people
a hat.
that would be fun to see on the Muppet Show, actually. Yeah, a lot.
It's Disney now, so that would never happen.
Bring it back.
Because you would have to be signed on with Disney for your whole life to be on the show.
This might come out of sideways, but I think Dave Grohl would actually be hilarious. He's actually funny, dude.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
He's a Foo Fighter. Of course, he was also in that Nirvana band there.
Somebody who's entertaining
Mhm.
and not necessarily just like a face or stage. Like somebody who would be good with Muppets. Like
Like Kristen Newsome?
I
he's
think
funny.
we should definitely have Marco Rubio.
Yes.
Doing in a mariachi band with a bunch of pig mariachis. It'd be perfect.
Wasn't there? They did some like bands and like
They
some
did.
of them. Yeah, they were always
They did
doing
a
like
lot of music
musical
stuff. A lot of music. Yeah, a lot of music.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was a really fun show, man. And that's the key point. It was fun. I mean, of course, at the
Yeah.
time the show came out, it's not like there weren't politics going on. Of course, there's always politics, but no one took jabs. There were plenty of celebrities who I'm sure were woke, but they weren't
Mhm.
allowed to take any jabs. Hey, we're having fun here. Come out and have a
Right.
laugh.
Shut
And that's what it was, right?
People didn't talk about their affiliations back then.
Not
Sure.
as much. Not as much.
Not at all. It was
There's
who you
a
voted
couple of-
for. Who you voted for was private information. You never told even your family.
Fair enough. There were
Only
a
in
couple
current
of,
years, it's like, who do you vote for? It's like, no, I'm not telling you.
I guess we'd have
Mhm.
to go back to the 60s, but there were a few episodes on Johnny Carson where somebody said something stupid and Johnny
Yeah,
just
that's
shook his
different,
head, idiot. Jack Black would be hilarious, Doug. Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, Jack is he's funny, charismatic guy.
Mm-hmm. Great musician. Good for Muppets.
They just can't
That's-
figure out the Muppets.
No, it's weird.
They
They can't do
everything they try, it never.
it always
And then
fails.
when it works, they never are able to repeat it.
Right.
Like that Muppet movie with the Man Muppet thing, that was great. And then the follow up just kind of got forgotten.
Hmm.
And then they weren't able to do anything after that.
Yeah, they had some like TV show.
They tried to do a bunch of stuff for Disney Plus, but they're doing it for content. They're not doing it to do it. They're not trying to do a
Right.
show. They're trying to do just filler content.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Just need
but-
something
And they
to
also
go
fired
to.
Frank
You don't get
Oz.
good shows that way.
which is stupid.
They fired all the Muppets.
They did.
Yeah.
They're all gone.
But there was one I saw that I just shows you
You're
how
Kermit.
inane they are. You had
Mhm.
a show where it was behind the scenes and they're managing the Muppet Show or something, and they had another lady come in to be competition against Miss Piggy, right? Another pig, sexy pig.
Oh,
lady.
Muppets Tonight.
If that's what it was called, but it was just dumb
Spamela.
and it was
Spamela
adult.
Anderson.
And they some reason didn't understand that Kermit with Miss Piggy, it's a joke. You see,
Right.
An abomination.
serious. It's a joke, right?
This is funny.
Because it's funny.
It's disgusting.
A violent pig lady dominating over a little small frog man. It's funny.
I tell you what, I was watching old Siskel and Ebert, and man, Siskel had a thing for Miss Piggy.
Did he?
Woo!
Is
That
Cisco
man,
the tall one or the fat one?
this tall one. I mean, they both love Miss Piggy, but he goes on about her. You're like, oh man, this is about to get X-rated.
Oh wow.
That closet full of stuffed animals.
It's a funny character. I mean, she's popular for a reason.
Sure.
Oh, they like when they reviewed one of the, I think, Muppets Take Manhattan.
Yeah.
And he's like red in the face, angry that there just wasn't enough Miss Piggy. The sexy Miss Piggy is.
Wow, that's weird. My favorite pig Muppet thing was Pigs in Space, though. That was hilarious.
That was cute.
It's a parody of Star Trek for those of you who don't know. What was that, Alan? You were trying to speak again, but the robot came out and you. Try it again, Alan. And he's not even sharing. So, I mean, what's the problem, Alan? What are you doing? Well, I guess that's that. All right. I guess I will do the question again, although I know the answer. I will go around the board here. Oh, there he is. We got Armoron back too. Nice. So,
Yeah.
Amy, hi.
Hi.
How you doing? So, please tell us, who is your favorite Muppet?
Favorite Muppet? You mean besides Miss Piggy?
Yeah. Well, no, it can be Miss Piggy. Who's your
It
favorite?
can be Miss Piggy. She's pretty cool. I don't know. I mean, yeah. Miss Piggy's really fun. I think Staten and Waldorf are always like funny when they show up. They're a little bit of a side usually, but they're always a lot of fun to watch. So
They are.
I think I'm gonna have to go with Miss Piggy overall, though.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And I, of course, already given my answer. The answer is Rolf.
What, Wayne and Wanda?
Ralph is awesome.
No, Ralph is awesome. I love Ralph. But I'm a musician. That's probably why I was always gravitated toward him. Amron,
yeah,
what do you
he's
think?
sweet.
And you love sausages.
I think you know my answer.
I do.
Amron does
I
not
don't have
favorites.
Yeah, I can't tell you what my favorite is. I just don't have one. Couldn't decide.
So we'll mark you down.
Well, what did you have for
animal.
lunch?
All right.
Whatever.
His favorite thing.
Yeah, Amron and animal. They both start with the same letter. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
We both
Elrod,
are Mexican.
who's your favorite?
I don't have favorites.
Shut up.
I mean, Kermit's the ever Muppet. He's a
Yeah,
great
Love
actor.
Kermit.
Yeah. Yeah, Kermit doesn't get mentioned a lot, even though he's vital.
Kermit's great.
How many times has he been robbed of the Oscar?
A lot.
Too many.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Eric?
Constantine now is one of my favorites, I think.
I gotta say, mine
funny.
is Kermit. It's Kermit, even when he was just the newscaster on Sesame Street.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. Yeah.
Had that it factor.
It is Kermit the Frog here, reporting.
Hi-ho.
Hi-oh.
No, that's Gary Gnu you're doing.
Fair enough.
Gary Gnu.
Gary Gnu, yeah. That's funny.
Kermit murdered the guy.
He probably did. I imagine he did.
Shot a man in Reno just to watch him die.
There's a dark soul there. That's true.
No, I was extremely disappointed, and Brian Henson could not nail Kermit's voice.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
For a coffee commercial.
After Jim died, I was like, "You're his son, man. Why can't you do this?"
It is Kermit the Frog.
That's why they picked another guy, because they picked his apprentice, right?
Yeah.
Fuzzy, get out of the shot.
That's a pretty good Kermit.
Thank you. I used to do a much better one when I was younger. I actually
Like the guy that took his place
I don't know. That
already
was really good.
while he was living.
Yeah, I used to.
But Fozzie would be a close second.
Fozzie is awesome. Yeah. What do you think, Honey?
Oh, that was amazing. They're all great, but I think the one I connected to most would have to be Gonzo.
Mhm.
I just love the guy there, and there's times when he just seems like so profound. It's like
true.
It's like he makes no sense, and then sometimes he knows the secrets of the universe. He's just a
Yeah,
When he goes,
fascinating character.
that's true.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
It's cool.
And that song of his,
he's an alien.
I'm gonna go back there someday.
Oh yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
like one of my favorite
Although,
Muppet songs.
now that's true.
My favorite
Gonzo is
yeah.
a really cool character. And these days I hear the word Gonzo, and someone explained it to me. And it's not right. It's not right.
Only Eric and I.
Yeah, that's true. Johan,
Yeah.
what's your favorite Muppet, dude?
I used to love Fuzzy.
Say it
And
again.
Fuzzy the Bear.
Oh, Fozzie. Fozzie the Bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Fozzie's cool.
Fozzie.
Now,
The
Fozzie.
fun.
I meant Fozzie the band.
Fozzie is
Jericho's band, Fozzie.
one of the one of the Muppets that has a deeper character, actually. Yeah. They leaned on him a lot, being Kermit's sidekick. And Fozzie's always been really, really cool, especially on the Muppet Show. Fozzie is very important. Yeah.
Waka waka.
Waka waka. Yeah. Worst comedian in the history of ever. Let's see
He
here.
gets up there all the same.
He tried.
True.
Yeah, absolutely. That's amazing.
He does try. What do you think, Jason?
Oh, has to be the old Muppet guys.
The two old guys.
That was terrible. I love it.
Well, that's who I'm drawing, so you better vote for me then, eh?
Hey, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah. I think the reason is because they kind of remind me of my grandpa a little bit. He has sort of that sense of smart Alex sense of humor.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he does.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, I'm a grandpa now, and I definitely got that kind of sense of humor.
All right.
He likes to sit in balconies and heckle people.
That's right. Any chance I get.
Yeah.
But the problem is usually I'm the guy on stage, though, right?
So you don't want that. It's kind of like no.
Yeah, I have to get some life out of them. So the Japanese make you work for it, man. You go in I've done shows in Europe, and I've done shows, of course, all across America, and no problem. The people are ready to be happy, ready to be excited, ready. They're ready. All you have to do is go.
They're there for
right?
fun.
Yeah. The Japanese
know what they
actually
want.
have to work at it, man. You got to pull it out of them.
They're not there to have fun.
They just don't know how.
Oh.
You have to kind of teach them, But I do
Poor
things
thing.
like make jokes and little things to get them laughing, and I'll do some
Now we know the
sing-along
problem.
stuff. Usually with a band,
Oh.
like a lounge act. The sing-along stuff is usually later in the show, right?
Mhm.
Toward the end, maybe even the encore. But I do it earlier, just to get them kind of involved, right? I'll get them to practice some little thing, and like Sweet Home Chicago, that's a good one.
Start early, getting enthusiastic and involved.
Right. But
Free bird!
Yeah, no, definitely not. Never.
Free a bird! Free a bird!
On the saxophone?
Oh, there
You'd
is
probably pass out.
there is a Leonard,
You're getting sacked! You're
there is
getting
a Leonard
sacked!
Skinner
You're getting
song.
sacked!
I do have in my book, and it's what's it? Something Mother. Can't remember. It's a good song though, but it's nice and concise. When
Your
you're
mother right.
when you're doing a lounge, kind of small live house stuff, you don't want any songs that are particularly long, right?
Mm.
You're right.
You Freebird.
Free the bird! Free the bird, Chester! Free the bird!
Goodness gracious.
Free the bird, my darling.
So, what's the craziest thing you think song you've played on a saxophone? Like, this is really not supposed to be for where we're going to work it out. Or do you ever do stuff like that?
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Nice.
But I owned it though.
You made it yours.
I did.
He bought the rights.
Well, I kind of it was kind of more of a medley, really, but it was all focused around Rudolph and coming back to it here or there. That one, probably the most beautiful thing on saxophone you wouldn't imagine. It wouldn't pop in your head the first thing, saxophone piece. I can't remember the name of it, but it's from Peanuts.
Fearless Whisper. Oh, Stand in the River by
that song is so gorgeous on a saxophone. So
wow.
yeah. And I really leaned into it, to the sappiness. I leaned right into it too.
Yeah.
Big time.
That totally works there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good
that's
stuff.
cool.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah. All right. Oh.
Initially, when we did John Mayer's Gravity,
Mhm.
the guys wanted to do a instrumental only initially. And of course,
Gravity?
I gave it a shot, just like everything else, but it just didn't work. And then in the end, the stage version that we do a lot is no saxophone at all.
Oh,
It's just me.
so did you just kind of?
Well, it turns out I actually sing that song really well.
Oh, nice! Right in your key.
Right.
Yeah,
do it right now.
Another weird, because I don't have that kind of beautiful voice. I just don't have. I'm not a
Do you
singer.
do Your Body is a Wonderland too?
No, but I do.
Only in private.
I do Ray Charles' version of Georgia on My Mind, and that's probably the most popular song we do. Now I do have a sax solo in that. It is really nice sax solo. Actually, I start with the saxophone with the band, and then I drop into the vocals, and then I in the solo section I do a sax solo as well, and a guitar solo.
It's gonna be kind of crazy.
Well, it's the most popular song we have. It gets requested all the time.
Nice.
Yeah. They just love the hell out of it, especially a lot of the club owners request it.
Awesome.
Yeah. So once again, I don't know, because I don't have that kind of beautiful voice. But the way I sing it, I guess it
just in your range.
Yeah, I pour a lot of emotion into my singing.
Oh,
I
that's
really
good.
emote a lot.
Right.
But I'm not a great singer though. Blues I can do pretty well.
Right.
But no, it's just I'm not. I sing because we need a singer.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes with bands. It's kind of like,
Yeah.
Who do we got that least wants to do these, or least most wants to do
I
these?
pick songs that I can sing, right?
Oh, that's smart.
And
you can play any of them, so just pick the ones that work for your
musically.
vocal.
It's not a problem. Yeah. But one of the artists that I do a lot, and for some reason it works for me, is Joe Cocker. And I mean, Joe Cocker is one of the greatest male voices of all time, and I'm not that. But for some reason, it just works for me.
Good songs.
Yeah, because I do put a lot of gravel in my voice, because I don't have a naturally beautiful voice, so I got to put technique. Has to supersede that.
Sure.
But they do like the Joe Cocker stuff. So.
Well, hey.
A Whiter Shade of Pale is probably the most popular one.
Nice.
Yeah. And that's a highly emotional song, so that's probably why.
Do you like those kinds of performances, or do you have a preference for that, or?
Yeah, you sing anything, just do it your way, right? But
does your wife hear you practice in the shower?
No, I never do that. No.
You ever do Leave Your Hat On?
No. There is a Rod Stewart song. I can't remember the name of it offhand that we did a couple times, but they hate it. But I love it.
Yeah, Georgia.
No, it's an obscure little Rod Stewart song I like. But now Leave Your Hat On. I don't know who did that originally, but immediately the Rod Stewart version came in my head.
I don't know who did it. I can look real quick.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's written by Randy Newman.
Well, he wrote. I mean, he wrote everything, though. I mean, come on.
Oh my God.
Him and
Don't
him and Baccarat wrote everything, dude. Man, it's fun.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, actually, it looks like Etta James did it in '74.
Oh, I don't.
Three Dog Night '75.
Yeah.
Merle Saunders in '76. Tom Jones in '97.
Oh wow, I'd love to hear that version. Tom's freaking awesome.
It's from the Full Monty.
Is it?
Yeah.
That must be awesome, though. Tom Jones is so underrated.
Leave your pants on.
But yeah, I have to agree with that.
I mean, he's one of the greatest male voices of all time, Tom Jones.
Yeah,
I said it.
Yeah. Hey, I'm right along with you, Chester.
Amazing singer. Amazing. Just so natural, too. Just belt it out, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's originally a Randy Newman song. It was on his '72 album "Sail Away."
Of course it was.
I can't even imagine his version of it.
No, I can't either.
Yeah, just
Leave
leave your hat
it
on.
on.
That was a little bit more Bob Dylan, but you know.
I like that
Gotta
too.
leave your head on. Gotta.
Bob Dylan sucks,
had
man.
a-
I'm sorry, it sucks.
Who? Bob Dylan? Yeah, no, he sucks bad.
Bob Dylan.
Yeah, he's awful.
Yeah.
Mm.
I like crap people started getting traction from people, but
No, Bob
You're
Dylan wasn't a singer. He's an activist.
Songwriter.
Yeah, it's the same reason why we get like horrible movies or horrible video games or whatever, and all of the critics will give them 10 out of 10, right? That's how you get Bob Dylan, right? He's a hardcore activist, anti-war guy, anti-government, capitalist, socialist guy. That's who we want.
Songwriter.
He was great in the Traveling Wilburys, though.
He's a good songwriter. He's just not a good singer.
No, he's a horrible singer, and I really don't like his content. Even though,
because "House of the Rising Sun" is like the best song ever. It's just not his version.
No, I actually
Listen to
sang 3 or 4 of his songs in my book. House of the Rising Sun would be one of them. But the problem with that is I've seen so many versions of that song, including my own version, and that's always a dangerous song to sing. But you just can't match the Animals, dude. You just can't.
The Animals, just unreal.
Yeah, just ridiculous.
I heard no one knows who actually wrote that song.
It's amazing.
I think that's what should do so bad with it, though.
Well, that wasn't. I thought someone just said it. Bob Dylan wrote that song.
No, nobody knows. No one knows who wrote that song.
Nobody knows who wrote it.
The House of the Rising Sun.
Yep. Nobody knows who's the actual composer is.
I always thought it was the Animals, though, because it seemed so personal to him.
It's what do you call it?
I
Public
guess it
domain
has
song.
been the ruin of many a poor boy.
It has. Well, it's a pretty rough song. I mean, it's not a happy thing. It's talking about some pretty heavy shit. That song.
I'm kind of jealous that his mom could sew blue jeans. My mom couldn't sew at all.
I know, right?
Does your mother sew?
Well, I think I've seen a lot of people talk about it, and it's interesting to me that so many of the younger modern people on YouTube talk about that song. They don't understand it's about a brothel, right? They don't get that.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, they misunderstand it for some reason. But there's a lot of music that the meaning of it is either completely stupid or way darker than you think.
Needs to be.
Well, like the Led Zeppelins, right? Those guys. They had a lot of great hits.
Did you call them the Led Zeppelins?
I did call them that.
The Led Zeppelins, the children are listening to them.
But A lot of their
Not the Led
songs
Zeppelin.
are actually just
Ooh.
dumb crap they wrote while driving along. There's no, everyone
Reading
thinks
Lord of
there's
the
so much
Rings.
deep meaning. There isn't. Right? But other people have deep meaning and no one catches it. So I don't know. It is what it is.
Oh, all their best songs are
Happened
stolen,
to
aren't
Lord of
they?
the Rings.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Maybe. But they are one of the greatest rock bands of all time, though. I mean, it is what it
They
is.
are my favorite band of all time, but
Yeah.
I know that all their shit is stolen.
We don't know who Armron's favorite band is.
Led
No, he
Zeppelin
doesn't
stole it
know.
from Led
He
Zeppelin.
doesn't have a favorite band.
Well,
But it's probably.
I'm going to go on a limb,
Midnight
here,
Oil.
and I'm going to say it's Midnight Oil.
That's what I was gonna say.
I'm with you there. He loves him some radical activist in Midnight Oil, one hit wonder. Though they are
Alopecia.
radical activists, by the way, radical. They're more noisy and stupid than Rage Against the Machine.
Well, they're not that radical, or else they never would have gotten a record deal. Let's face
Maybe,
it.
right?
Formative radicalism.
But they're still going around doing their thing and just screaming and yelling at everybody and anything that's not ultra socialist. They're still doing it. Midnight Oil.
There you go.
Oh, I didn't know they were still alive.
Yeah. Yep. Well, as of a few years ago, they were. I don't know about this second. But yeah, those guys are just stupid. Rage Against the Machine's the funniest one for me, though, because, boy, they made a lot of money for anti-capitalists, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
buy my tickets, buy my merch.
Mm-hmm.
Don't pirate our songs.
Don't forget to buy our t-shirts, guys.
Yeah.
Only $35.95.
Yeah, we have people
It's
writing all
just
these music
Che
about
Guevara.
crime and stuff, and they don't want you to like pirate their music. I'm kind of like, wait a minute.
Yeah, right.
You wrote a song about getting into a fight with a gang. What do you mean? Respect copyright laws.
That's true. Someone said something about Che Guevara. Why?
But Rage Against the Machine would put them on their T-shirts.
Oh, they would. They're idiots. They're idiots. Che Guevara is, and still, if you go down to Cuba, his image is everywhere.
Oh, everywhere.
Yeah, and it's so
Even though
ridiculous.
Castro had him assassinated.
He did, because he was way too radical for Castro.
Mm-hmm.
That's it's bad.
Got too much attention.
No, he was murdering and raping too many people is why.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Castro's.
He was a maniac.
No, absolutely out of his freaking mind. Yeah. And the funny thing is, Castro used the Russians to take him out. Isn't that funny? Didn't even have balls to just kill him himself.
Castro took out all of his generals, though, and some of his own family members.
Of course, that's what tyrants do, dude.
The ones he couldn't kill, he put in prison.
Yep.
Because he knew they'd be martyrs. The popular ones he just threw in prison.
Yay. Well, the first thing that Marxists kill, no matter what they call themselves, are the leaders, the people that got them where they were. Right?
Mm-hmm.
They don't really have friends.
No.
Well, there are two of the brothers that helped him, that were his generals. He put them in prison. And the only reason they're still alive is because every time America would visit Cuba, they would visit them first.
Right. Well, think about
He
this.
was powerless to kill him.
How many Hollywood people were all for the Cuban Revolution? Think about it. And then, of course, later with the Sandinistans and other stuff like that, all these celebrities just all on board. Oh, it's amazing. And then the jackasses like Bono and Oprah who are sitting there, we got to get rid of apartheid. It was horrible. Now the black people in South Africa are begging to have apartheid back. Geniuses. Geniuses.
Have you seen that? It's just like a documentary about that Chinese guy in Congo, about how the blacks that they employ to fix their roads just don't do anything.
Sure.
They're not fixing
Chinese
their roads.
are besides themselves with the Africans, dude. They're so upset, and it's like, China. Maybe you should have listened. The Europeans and the Muslims, went in earlier than you and gave it a shot. They backed right up, buddy. It's kind of like trying to go to war in Afghanistan or attack Russia in the winter. You don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
We don't do that, right? But China's like, no, we're going to give it a go. No, they're not happy. That's the problem. One personal anecdote that I have, there are many, but the one that I think is hilarious, had a friend of mine, and he's one of he's a wokey. He's not the out of their mind, eye bulging out their head wokey, but he's a liberal, and he joined, I think it was UNICEF, and he was literally in Africa, and they were going around all these places, and they were building wells so the Africans could have clean water, because many oil companies were taking oil and various other minerals out of Africa, but because there was no law, they didn't care, and they were literally poisoning the river. The rivers were poisonous, and people were dying.
And that's okay for them.
Well, because they can get away with it, right? But that's why they were building the wells. Okay, that sounds fine, right? But he was part of the team that went back a year later and went to investigate how things were going, right? And he went to this one place, and a year later, and a bunch of the village citizens were dead, and everyone was super sick, and they were like, "What the hell's going on?" Well, they come to find out that their well had a faucet on it, of course, so they could get water. But the somebody in the first week of them leaving after building the well had broken the faucet, little turn wheel. They broke it. And no one knew how to fix it. No one knew how to do anything. No one went to ask for help. No one went to the next town. It's just a little metal piece. You could just take a piece of wood and make it work, right? But they can't. It's beyond them. Therefore, they're like, oh, well, and they just started drinking the poison water out of the river again.
Did they not know the water was poison?
Oh, they knew. It's just that's the thing.
That's better than nothing.
That's Africa. That's Africa. I've said this before, they have thousands of languages. Now, to be fair, a lot of it is extreme dialect, but nevertheless, thousands, right? And not one of those languages has the word maintenance. Not one. Understand that. They can't maintain anything. They can't work together. They can't get along. They can't just conceptualize anything. And one of the big problems they have, it's a cultural thing, is they will go get a job and they'll work for a couple of months. They'll get whatever money they think is enough, and then they disappear. They don't tell you anything. They don't say anything. They just don't show up again. This is the problem with trying to run any business in Africa, because you can't get anybody that will stay for any length of time. This is why everybody, including the governments, hire foreigners to come and build and do their stuff, because they can't get themselves to do it. Then at the same time, they turn around and say how horrible, racist, and awful white people are. Yeah.
You're talking about Baltimore.
Right. Well, it could be that too. And of course, keep in mind, it's not just the white people who are doing this. It's also the yellow peoples and the brown peoples that go in there and try to help them and do stuff. And then in the end, they have some little revolt, like what happened in Zimbabwe, of course, or what's happening right now in South Africa, where like, oh, well, the white people are at fault, even though the white people literally have no control over anything. There are over 400 laws in South Africa that are specifically anti-white laws, right? But yet right now they're all upset because all the foreigners, and they are killing other black Africans, but no, the white people are especially the problem. So they're trying to murder every white person they find. Africa.
What does that help?
Well, it doesn't, of course, because they're stupid. They're brain dead. And the main thing, I've said this, and of course, I'm nobody. Who am I? But the simple fact of the matter is, leave them be. Get out. Don't interact. Let them do whatever they're going to do. Just back right up out of it. Let Africa be Africa and just back up. We don't need to save them. They don't want you to save them. Matter of fact, they'll murder you for saving them. Let them be.
Stop giving them U-Hauls.
Stop giving them anything. Just totally back up out of Africa and leave them alone. Let them do.
I got that. That's a Kinnison right there.
Dude, we've put trillions of dollars into Africa and nothing has changed. Nothing. Unbelievable. Just leave them be. Leave them
They
be.
need
How are we going to
weapons.
test our bioweapons?
What do you say?
Yeah.
That would be a terrible idea.
Well,
They need
Johan, what are you trying to say?
they need weapons
I don't.
from you.
Well, they take a lot of weapons, of course. Anyone who buy them, well, they'll take them and kill each other. But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
leave them be. I mean, because we see other places, like say Johan in Indonesia. Indonesia is coming out of a dark age, right? That was going on for centuries, right? And you've had a lot of investment, and people come into Indonesia, and what do? They take it and they build, right?
Hey,
As you do, right? As you normally do. And Indonesia and most of Southeast Asia is coming up, except for the Philippines. But the Philippines is it's a different problem. Although Elon has decided to buy the Philippines, so sweet.
what?
Sweet.
I'm not even kidding. That's not even.
He beat you to it, Chester.
He did. No, Elon is basically taking over the Philippines. Yeah. The media is not talking about it. But it is.
Asia's Mexico.
They don't talk about hardly anything anyway, so.
Yeah, that's true. Except we don't like Trump. Like that's the only thing you get from them.
Yeah, sure. But no, I think he's going to basically hit the center of his manufacturing and his AI stuff there, and he's probably also going to center his SpaceX stuff there. Is probably what he's doing because he can manipulate the government because it's incredibly corrupt. So he can build and do and control what he wants. And of course, along the way, he will improve the lives of the Filipinos. So, win-win,
Win-win, yeah.
But they're the only Southeast Asian country that's not improving. They're actually declining. Whereas everybody else, even Bangladesh is coming up. Bangladesh. You don't even get me on Bangladesh, dude.
Okay, I will not ask.
I think Cambodia is
As long as they're being killed by trains and killing themselves in shallow water, they'll be kept in check.
That's true. No, you're right. Cambodia is still a problem, Johan, but even they are coming up some. Their problem is communism. They need to shed it because the only Southeast Asian country that actually manages communism in even the slightest positive way is Vietnam. And you guys don't know this, but Johan understands this. The Vietnamese are different. They're not like the rest of the Malay people. They're not. I don't know why, but they're different. They think different. The way they look at things is different. They're like the ultra conservatives of Southeast Asia, and that's keeping Malaysia in the conversation, right?
And they've been like that for a long time.
They have. Oh, screw you. That was good. That was good one. Alan gets 10 points.
Vietnam is kind of closer to China then.
Yeah,
but still not China. But yeah, they're different.
Right. But they're different than the Chinese too. I don't know why, but the Vietnamese are just different. They're more
because at the year 600, Malay, Thai, and Indonesia are one.
Yeah, sure.
Sriwijaya. Yeah.
But
part of it, but that's still the root of the culture is we have the same root one point.
You do.
Yeah.
You do. And Vietnam has always been something different. Another thing too, when we look at the ancient constructions around Southeast Asia, there are some amazing things. Thailand's full of beautiful stuff. Indonesia's got some amazing, mysterious stuff. Of course, Cambodia and all the beautiful things there. But no one talks about Vietnam, even though it is the most stunning ancient construction in the world, because all of Vietnam is man-made. We have we have no clue who built that. Right? I mean, the Khmer, we know how what incredible builders they were. The various people of Malay, and as Johan was talking about, incredible builders. Of course, all the way up in India, amazing, some of the greatest architecture in history, right? But Vietnam itself was built by somebody. It's literally all man-made landscape, manicured landscape, just like England is. England's not natural either, right?
Oh, that's it.
But not in the sense that it's like they sunk an oil rig offshore and then built a city on it, but
No, no,
that
no.
it's
It's all manipulated. If when you go to the rolling hills of England, those are all artificial, all of it,
mm,
right? All the canals, all the hills, all the lakes, all that stuff is man-made. It's all artificial. Of course, it's not. They've replaced dirt with plastic. They just moving dirt around and building stone things here and there. I'm not. That's what I mean.
mhm.
But Vietnam's the same thing. Vietnam is just laced with canals. It looks like it was like this mega port in some ancient time, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But the thing is, we understand where the Khmer and what they did, what the ancient Siamese did, and things like we know what they did. And there's things in Indonesia we don't really know who built that are pretty amazing. But Vietnam, no one has a clue. You have no hints.
Wow, not like even through architecture or anything like that, or maybe genetics or
Well, genetically, they're all basically Malay. I think what you're at least that's what anthropologists call them. But no, what you have is as far as the data we have right now, the Southeast Asian peoples, right? They are the original Asians, right? They're the original peoples. Now they certainly mixed with the Indians, who are another core race for sure. In Bangladesh being the perfect example of it. But they are kind of the originals. And they were actually probably much further north than we realize. And in what we call China today. And them interacting with the Aryan, reindeer hunters that were going back across Eurasia is what gave you what we call East Asians today. The Chinese, Mongolians, Japanese, Koreans came later. Um, that's what they are. Those peoples, the East Asians, are a mix of the original Malay people and the old Aryan people. That's what they are.
Oh,
So those people down there, they're the old ones, right?
right.
Yeah.
oh, yeah. Oh. No, I think in history the old Asians actually from Taiwan, and then
Yeah, I've read those stories too.
goes north to Indonesia and Southeast Asia, etc.
Yeah, but
So,
I've read that too. But I think what they're doing is they're confusing the Yayoi Jidai migrations, which were 2,000 years ago. They're confusing that. Actually, the evidence uh, genetically is starting to lean into that your people originally are from South America and you migrated
oh,
into where you are now. And then we had that big ice age hit and everyone just stopped in place, right?
mhm.
And after that ended, people started moving again.
Mm.
You have all these core races again, right? And then you guys, control probably all of East Asia. And then you started interacting and breeding and, you know, with the Aryan peoples, the reindeer guys. That's where the
Oh,
evidence is leading. It's not 100% yet, but it looks like you guys are out of South America.
oh. So the old theory is going to be debunked.
Oh, it already is. Out of Africa is long dead, dude. Matter of
Oh
fact,
yeah.
we know now the blacks are the youngest, actually, not the oldest.
Mm.
But
The oldest one is from.
well, I mean, we don't know. There's a lot of DNA work
Oh,
that still needs to be done. But I would. Here's my opinion. Probably your people are the oldest humans we have, actually. Although some people would argue with me and say it's the Indians, and I wouldn't be hurt by it.
mhm.
But it's either you guys in your original form or the Indians are the old ones. Yeah.
So it's America
The
again,
Hindu.
but not the whites.
No, matter of fact, the whole creation or origin of Homo sapiens sapien, it's probably in the Americas. Yeah, and of
But
course
in what?
in the
Mauritius?
Americas, South America is
South
where
America.
probably modern humans are coming out of. Now we know the Cro-Magnon, my people, the white people. We know we're in North America originally, but we're certainly after you guys in the Indians, though. We're like in the middle, which we're kind of in the middle of everything, ain't we?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can surface.
Yeah.
Oh.
Haven't heard that.
Yeah. Well, that's where the DNA
You.
goes. Now, if you go to the Middle East, they will tell you that they're the oldest, and the rest of us are not even barely human. So, you take what you want. I do have to do something though that I completely forgot about because I don't have Jeff, and Doug bailed on me. Thank Doug.
There's no computer.
All right, so how am I going to do this? Let's see here. How can I be whimsical? So I'm just going to put down Muppets.
Muppets.
Okay. That's it. That's all you get. All right. All right. Then I'm going to do the ranking poll because you guys like that.
Those are fun.
My first one's here. So Amy's first. So what I'm going to do, I guess I got to make her a Muppet. Let me see. I think Amy, the first thing that comes to my head is got to be Beaker. Yeah.
Me.
You can't tell us. We have to be surprised when it comes up.
Yeah, but that one needed to be funny right from the beginning. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see here. Now Eric chose Ralph, but that's not the correct one. Yeah, I got perfect one for Eric.
Sweet him, so.
Nope.
Oh.
No, you're not cool enough for that. Jesus.
Aw.
See, honey. Okay. Honey's not going to like today's. See, I think I should put a parenthesis for that one. Okay. What else I got? I got myself a Johan, who did a wonderful Fozzie today, by the way.
Yeah, Fozzie.
He's great.
Question mark. Very nice. Let's see what else I got here. I got myself an Armoron. Ooh, that's a difficult one. Did Steve Irwin have a Muppet? No. Okay.
There were alligator Muppets sometimes, but I don't know if they had names.
Oh, I know. Okay. Perfect.
I actually wonder where did the M comes from. The Muppet from Puppet, right?
Yeah. It's a good question. I don't know why. Puppet is
Well, you kind of
puppet.
get a mop and you get a puppet. What were we talking about?
Yeah. No. Where does the word Muppet come from?
I think it's a portmanteau. It's a combination of Muppet and puppet.
Yeah.
Muppet was like an old theatrical term that meant child actor.
Oh.
Oh.
I have no clue.
Yeah, makes sense. Though.
Oh, he said it's Jim Henson said it's a combination of a marionette and puppet to describe the unique puppet combination hand stick techniques.
Oh, I see.
I see.
I've watched enough documentaries about him. I should have remembered that. Which, if nobody's watched the Hulk Hogan documentary, Netflix, you need to go watch it.
Is it good?
Really?
It is pretty good. Yeah, it gets really sad though. Really sad.
Well, very interesting life. I mean, but you got to be fair with Hulk. That is a true American icon, though.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Let's see, and then I have Alan. So let's see, make sure I don't forget anyone here. So I got Amy, Eric, Honey, Johan, Amaran, Jason, and Alan. That's everyone, right?
You said Elrod, right?
Nope, I got to do Elrod. Thank you.
Okay. He did make a comment on YouTube that you killed his internet.
Yep, I have those powers. So, okay. And then last but not least, Alan. What am I going to do for Alan? I don't want to do that guy. That's too on the nose. Maybe I should give Alan some love today. Maybe I should. No.
Make me ratso?
No. The Mexican ones are out. We're not going to do that. Rizzo, right?
Rizzo.
Okay. I actually gave Alan something sweet today. Oh.
No.
Oh.
All right. So I got Alan, Elrod, Jason, Amaran, Johan, Honey, Eric, and Amy. So, yeah, that's everybody, right? Okay. So let's see. Max points. Go to put it back up 15 where it belongs. There you go. Okay. And everything else is fine. I'll leave it alone. All right. Very good. So stop what you're doing. We're done.
Oh.
Yeah. And I'm going to go ahead and drop the poll now. Let's see if, because some people were complaining. So let's see. Do you guys really prefer the poll before I look at the art? I guess I've been showing the art the whole time, haven't I? So here you go. Here you go, complaining people.
Complaining people are people who care.
Well, or not. There you go. There's your poll. Get at it. All right.
Yay.
Let me go over here and take a look and see what we got, everybody. So we'll start with Amy. Yeah, I need a co-host. We got someone dig me up a co-host, please. They can be alive or dead. I don't really care. But I need it. So who's going to be the co-host? Someone needs to come in. I know there's going to be many dozen of you who are going to watch this after the fact. So if one of you guys want to be the co-host, get over here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Get over here.
Over here.
Get over here.
I'm probably going to go see that movie this weekend, actually. Anyway, Amy, hi.
Hey. How you doing?
Well, I'm doing good, and I see we have a piggy being sultry and such. And this is one of the band member girls. Is she the bass player, maybe?
Yep, she is.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what's her name?
Her name's Janice.
Janice.
Mm-hmm.
Janice. Honestly, she is one of the only Muppets that was actually cute-ish.
Yeah.
Which is hard. Well, it's hard to pull that off. I mean, it's
She's
a
very
Muppet.
Carly Simon-like.
She is. 100% based on her, I'd say.
Yeah.
But it's kind of hard to get Muppets to be cute-ish in a girly way, right?
Right. She does it
But
really well.
they did pull it off. I think they pull it off.
Yeah, she's a really fun design.
Because they're basically all the Muppets are kind of representing some kind of generalization, right? A stereotype of some kind, right? And a lot of stereotypes are easy to pull off, right? But that is a difficult one. But she worked really well.
She does.
And she does.
She's got a sweet personality.
She's super sweet. That's the point.
Mm-hmm.
And she does have lines from time to time.
She does. Like she's kind of like mellow, so she doesn't like. Hey, she's not like a point of contention like ever about things, and she pretty much just wants everybody to kind of get along and enjoy music and be friends. So I'm like, oh, I like her.
Well,
she's kind of like the opposite of Miss Piggy, but she's still professional. She's been a loyal member.
I'd say the only actual point of contention, of course, you want me to say Piggy, but I'd say it's Gonzo.
He does throw a lot of chaos into the mix. Miss Piggy is a professional. She is a little over the top, but she hits her marks and she's got her lines down, so good for her.
That's right. Gonzo is the desperate need to be successful.
You never know what he's going to be up to.
And I guess it was the joke, but of course he's a vulture of some kind, right? And
I have no idea what he is.
Well, yeah, that's always been the joke, hasn't it? But he obviously was intended to be some kind of vulture. But I do love the fact that his love is chickens.
Yep.
He loves chickens. He's a chicken lover.
He is a chicken lover, and
yeah, like in South Park.
Yes, and I imagine him and that's probably different. But him and Swedish Chef are probably not friends. I would assume.
Who?
Was it? Well, Swedish Chef is the one that was trying to cook Camilla, right?
I mean, I'm guessing it's a bit too, so Camilla just kind of, volunteers to be the chicken in the pot. Like, okay, why not? It helps sell the bit, right?
Yeah. Well, no, you're missing the point. Swedish Chef doesn't know he's on a show.
He doesn't? He really thinks he's a chef?
The rest of them get it. Even Sam the Eagle understands he's on a show. But Swedish Chef has no clue.
He doesn't get it.
That's the joke, yeah. Because most of his stuff is he's off script, right? And Kermit's
so almost like Gonzo, except not on purpose.
Yeah, that's different. It's because it's Gonzo. But now I don't know this slang. It doesn't really strike me as a word that I would know anything etymologically about per se. But where did they come up with that word Gonzo, I wonder?
Good question.
I'll be afraid to look that one up.
Doesn't Gonzo also
mean
He is a weirdo,
nutty? But that's like...
Yeah. Well,
where'd the word Gonzo come from?
It can be if you're talking about like the Marx Brothers, sure. But I thought it was something connected to journalism, actually.
Really?
Let me see here. It's coming up. Oh, here we go. Okay. It says Gonzo is believed to have originated in 1971, likely from a Boston slang term meaning weird or bizarre. There you go, Amaron. Or Alan, whoever it was. And was popularized by journalist Hunter S. Thompson. Oh, really? In his
slang in journalism?
writing known as Gonzo journalism, so weird journalism. The term may have roots in Italian gonzo, meaning rude, or Spanish ganso, meaning goose, or dolt.
Maybe like far out, like to go away, like out there.
No, I think it means like bizarre journalism. Odd journalism is where it's coming out of. It says, but interesting. So. Gonzo was a created word by Hunter S. Thompson, which in of itself is interesting. That's a wild. Don't go down that road. Okay, but that's a
Hell
wild
Angels
human
too.
being. But it's interesting because Gonzo, this word was created just before the Muppet Show came into being.
Really? So it was a kind of a popular term at the time, I guess, or
I don't know. I was literally an infant. I don't know.
Huh.
But there you go. Figured it
Learn
out.
something new every day.
Yeah, I didn't even think of the Italian though. I should have.
Does it kind of make sense though, thinking about it, that it would be that?
Yeah, but the Italian means rude though. Bad mannered.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
that'd be funny if he was supposed to be a goose.
From the Spanish? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that would be pronounced and spelled differently though. The Spanish would be ganso, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, with a GA.
Yeah. So and an SO, not a Z. But I don't know. It could be. Maybe he was supposed to be some bizarre goose. I don't know. But interesting. Nevertheless, this is very good, Amy. Thank you very much. They're both perfectly on model, and I think you captured Piggy wonderfully because clearly she's trying to be seductive, but she's also has that look in her eye that she will murder you.
That's true.
Because we know that Piggy has impulse control problems.
Just a little bit. She tries, but you know.
Karate chop! Karate chop, indeed. Piggy. All right, now we have Aron, and he has
so hard
done,
we can learn.
the critics, of course, in their balcony. And it's very good. It's very, very good. Perfect. And
Very adequate.
Very adequate. Very different from what you usually do, of course. But
I added dialogue, so they're criticizing someone. You want to see it?
Okay, not yet.
Sure.
Oh,
There you go.
there goes Aron again, drawing his boobs on felt puppets. What a total loser. Fair enough. Fair enough. What's these guys' names again? I never remember the names. Stanton and
Statler and Waldorf. Waldorf. Dwarf.
Always remember as Marley and Marley from Christmas Carol.
Oh, really? Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Statler and Waldorf.
Yeah.
And that would be left to right, yeah?
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't either. They were
I can't
great,
recall.
though. They were funny.
But I give them nicknames. Jeff and Elrod.
Oh, there you go.
Jeff and Elrod.
There you go. Perfect.
Affectionately, I call them that. Yeah.
Well, actually, you should probably flip that because Jeff is bald and Elrod is long hair. So.
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah.
It's great though. Very nice. Perfect. You instantly know who they are.
Yeah, I gave it like that VHS look to it with the chromatic aberration and scan line, so it looks old.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Neat. Very neat. And I love the dialogue too. Great. Well, if you like what Amy and Amaran has done, please vote for them straw poll, guys. Let me move over and go to Eric next. Now, Eric has done my favorite Muppet. I've always loved me some Ralph. He doesn't get the love he deserves. He's a genius musician. We have Rolf, Piano Dog. He is great. He's the nicest one. And as had been said, he is the original. Now, is he the very, very first Henson puppet or the first stage puppet?
I think stage, because Kermit was in these coffee commercials before Henson became famous.
Yeah.
And there was some show before the Sesame Street that he did as well. In the 60s, there was a show where he did puppets before Sesame Street. It was similar in Sesame Street, but it was before. And it wasn't Captain Kangaroo either. Yeah, so I don't know. But I know Rolf is certainly one of the originals, though, especially when it comes to the Muppets that we know. This is great. Thank you very much, Eric. Why'd you choose Rolf today?
Well, I like Rolf, and I like, Billy Joel, so I did one of Billy Joel's covers.
Oh, I
wanted to. I couldn't find one that I really wanted to do with Ralph in the hose, so I just went with this one.
I see. You should have done New York State of Mind because you'd still be drawing.
Well, no, was there? There's not an album cover for that. Well, it's not the title of the album cover. 52nd Street was one of the choices.
Yeah.
But I didn't like he's holding a bugle or.
Yeah, no, this is a perfect
trumpet.
choice.
He's holding a trumpet on that one. I was like,
Yes.
nah, I don't like that one.
No, this is a perfect choice. It makes sense, and of course, Ralph is the piano man, or piano dog, in the show.
Piano dog.
Of course, is what he is. Very, very good. Awesome. If you guys like what Eric has done, please vote for the straw poll. It's very nice.
I've been done for about an hour though.
I know.
I didn't put too much detail in it.
Let's take a look and see what Honey is doing. Hi, Honey. How you doing?
Hi. Oh.
The face
I guess
that
it's gonna be a
launched
little quickly.
1,000 ships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I ran out of time before I could.
That looks good though. I like that.
I thought it too. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah. I guess I'll post the completed version to draw along. That's why I managed to get done.
No, I think it looks good, and you basically are done. You just need a little coloring in there.
And historical.
Yeah. Do you know what that reference? Do you know where that's from?
I think it's from the Odyssey, Helen of Troy.
It most certainly is. Good job. You get bonus points. Candy. Right. But of course, it does originate in its English form from Dr. Faustus. Yeah. But nevertheless, you're correct, and it's timely too because we have a really bad rendition coming. Sweet.
Yeah, but who could be a better Helen of Troy than Miss Piggy? It's just not fair, really.
No, it's not. It's not fair. Although I'd probably choose Janice over Piggy. I would make Piggy Agamemnon, to be fair.
That'd be fun. She'd also be a pretty fun Penelope. With the 100 suitors. That would be pretty amazing. Mm-hmm.
Or Agamemnon's daughter, who he literally sacrificed. Piggy would have none of it.
Mm.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, Miss Piggy is basically meant to be all those characters.
Yes, I think so. You could just do her doing all of them. Nevertheless, it's awesome. If you guys like what Honey has done, please vote for the straw poll. Right, let's go over here and take a look, see what Alan has done. Now, of course, he usually can't speak and show at the same time, but wow. Yeah, we didn't really think about it. This is kind of perfectly in his wheelhouse, isn't it? Now, this is a scene out of Pulp Fiction, I do believe. I love that Gonzo has a Hawaiian shirt on with Piggy hanging 10. Nice. And of course, Animal is playing Samuel L. Jackson's character. Or Gonzo, holds up.
No, Gonzo is Tim Roth. Tim Roth.
Tim Roth. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Because he's got the briefcase. Yeah. Very good choice. Thank you very much, Alan. Excellent.
I wonder, Chester, how did they mention about eating bacon in Muppet?
Kevin Bacon.
Eating bacon. How do they eat bacon? Yeah.
Oh, you mean with Piggy? Yeah, they made that joke all the time. Yeah.
Oh, they made
that. They made that joke constantly because it pissed her off and it was funny. But there were many crude jokes. They got away with they could because the Muppet Show did something that Looney Tunes had done prior to them. They created a show that not only was fun for the kids but for the adults too.
Well, there was 2 pilots they shot. The second one was called Sex and Violence.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. But that's not what we got in the end, though. But they would make a lot of kind of innuendo jokes. Not so bad, especially not very sexual ones. But there was plenty of innuendo in the Muppet Show, of course. And it was funny. And, of course, making the bacon joke is a standard one, right? So I remember one with the Swedish Chef in particular, where he has a partially unwrapped butcher paper of bacon, and he wants to put it in, but I think Kermit or maybe Scooter is off stage yelling at him to put that away, type of thing. Quietly being Scooter, the Scooter way of yelling. But the Swedish Chef, of course, has no clue whatsoever because Swedish Chef doesn't even know he's on camera or stage. He has no clue. Right? And of course, you have to have bacon. What are you talking about? Nevertheless, this is awesome, Alan. Thank you very much, sir. And if you guys like what he's done, vote for the straw poll. Let's go over here to Jason. And Jason has done Sweetums, I do believe.
And this is Animal.
Oh, it's Animal. Oh, okay.
I see where he got wrong though. But yeah, this is Animal.
I see. Well, he's a bit thick. Animal's usually super thin, right?
Yeah, but I want to make him a little more brutish and animalistic.
Right, and of course I see the shackle.
This is the Netflix reboot.
It's a Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix reboot. Yeah.
Now, Animal is awesome. He's certainly a fan favorite, even though he doesn't actually speak. But Animal is fun, and I think it was Dave Grohl. He's of course a famous drummer. Did more recently, past decade or so. He do some little YouTube thing where there was a drum off between him and Animal.
He was the drums for Animal in the movie.
Oh, was he?
Really? Oh, that's wild.
That's what they were doing. Okay, but I remember a little YouTube where they did a split screen and they were battling and it was cute. But then again, Dave Grohl is very charismatic, fun guy in general. I don't know what he's like personally, of course, but he just seems like a genuinely fun dude to be around. Kind of chillax dude.
Yeah, he really does.
It's true.
Yeah. But I like when he was. I don't know if you guys watched that Hot Wings show.
I heard of it.
Hot Ones.
Hot Ones, yeah. He was the absolute anathema to that guy, that show, because Dave loves hot things, and he was adding more hot sauce on it and just loving it. So
That's awesome. Nice.
Yeah, well, obviously he's deep in.
Somehow this seems good for a drummer.
Maybe, maybe. But that's an interesting show. My wife was watching that for a while, a couple of years ago, and they were funny, interesting. Nevertheless, thank you very much, Jason. If you guys like what he's done, please vote for him the straw poll. Let me go over here and take a look at Johan. And Johan, I know it's gonna be tough. I mean, I love everything I'm seeing here. Although Rolf is Eric cheated. He knows I love Rolf. He cheated.
I was already doing Ralph before you announced it.
Yeah. But it's kind of tough, dude. Look at this Fozzie Bear, dude. Look at it. It is really good. And it's basically a full body of Fozzie as well. So that is also interesting. This is really good, Johan. I love it.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, it is cute.
It is cute. And of course, he's right. Fozzie is one of the most important Muppets there are.
For a second, I thought he was firing off fireballs
from his ass.
So too, yeah.
Well, no, those are stage lights, I would assume.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is really good. It's really, really good. Love it. Love it. If you guys like what Johan has done, please vote for the straw poll. Now, I don't think I have Elrod here. He said that I murdered his internet. So I'm assuming he dropped them. Let me go check real quick.
So, yeah, he's got some stuff over there.
Let me see here. Okay. All righty. And here we go. All right, under draw along. Here we go. Aw, shucks. Honey put the little, what's the little skunk's name in Bambi?
Flower.
Flower. That's right. Flower. All right, let me go down and find Elrod's. Okay. So I was watching him do this, and I held my tongue, but of course you're going to go over there. Of course you are. But honestly, This is great. This is, of course, Elrod's take on Muppets via Frank Frazetta. Yep. Perfect.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
Oh.
That is great. That's great.
yay! Yay!
At least he put a brassiere on Piggy from that shot, because the original there is none.
But shouldn't she have like what? How many teats does a pig have?
6 or 8.
6 or 8? Yeah, that would have been creepy.
That would have, that's too much. I get what he's going for.
That would have been too much.
It's a famous Frazetta, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This one is not Frazetta, but it is beautiful in and of itself for sure. And of course, everything is jumping over to the other side for some reason, but nevertheless, that's great. I love that. Yeah, that's wonderful. Of course, that is Vincent Price and Kermit. Very nice. Vincent Price is an absolute treasure, right? Another very great American. And a lot of people think he's British. He's not. He's American.
St. Louis native.
St. Louis native. Vincent Price is such a filmography. So much fun with this guy. And when you listen to him do interviews, which there are probably 1,000 of them, because he loves going and chatting with people. Truly a wonderful, wonderful, sweet human being. Really good guy, sweet guy, and funny. Yeah, Vincent Price, you are missed, sir. And then of course Elrod did one more, and then it's jumping on this side properly, and
cool.
that makes a lot of sense now. I never thought of it, but you are right, Elrod. That is what happened. Yeah, that is.
Oh right.
Yeah, Rapa Nui. Yeah. Which,
that's awesome. I love it.
Not the original. That's not the original name, but we'll go with it. Let me just throw these up real quick before you guys run off and vote. Here is a cleaner version of Honey's, and Johan's was super clear, but I'll throw it up anyway. Okay, that's really good.
Cool.
It's really, really good. And of course, you threw yours up here too. Here is Eric's. Real good. Alrighty. So you guys go vote, and I'm going to take a look at the draw long stuff here, okay? And see what we got. All right. We got Thunder Rat has, of course, Jason Gonzalez has thrown us up one. And that is a great beaker. Look at that.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is a really good beaker. Yeah, that's excellent. And I did love the Doctor and Beaker little skits. They were hilarious. Right? And here's another question because I asked one earlier. What was the inception? Pinky and the Brain. Did the Muppet Show play a part in that? I wonder.
In that ensemble style writing, or
no, just Pinky and the Brain skit itself. Right?
Now I could be inspired by Beaker and the Bunsen.
It feels so. Now, because Pinky and the Brain is more evolved, more complex than Bunsen and Beaker for sure. But it just always felt to me that there was a connection there. Right?
Yeah, one tall, thin goofball, one short, stocky know-it-all.
Mad scientist. Yeah, know-it-all. Yep. That's right. So, I wonder. But nevertheless, that's great, Jason. Really nice. Really, really nice. Thank you very much.
He has human hands. but with 3 fingers.
Yeah. I mean, they just had a glove. That was.
There's a sticks.
Yeah, but wasn't Beaker one of the ones that actually did have human hands and gloves?
I guess that's why he needed an assistant.
Well, no, I mean, because Beaker, I don't think he was the little stick. They had sticks to control the arms. Right?
I think Beaker had real hands.
Yeah.
Well, maybe. I know for sure the Swedish Chef did.
Swedish Chef did. Sweden's did. Of course, well, Sweden's
Ralph did.
Bodysuit. Ralph did. Yeah, I'm not sure. But because it was a mix. And you got to give it up for these guys because back in the day, the way they shot these things and the way they did it, those guys would put themselves in the most uncomfortable positions to get that shot.
Oh gosh. Mm-hmm. Anything for the shot.
Well, because they didn't have the money to build everything that would make it easier. A lot of times they were really shoestringing it, right? When you see later Henson company stuff, those guys, there's a whole stage built under the stage. And it's very sophisticated, and of course it allows them to more comfortably do what they do. Even though they're still got their hands above their head all for hours. And any of us who've actually done any kind of work in our life knows what a pain in the ass that is. Holy. But so give him credit. But nevertheless, awesome. Thank you very much. And let me. Okay, see. Doug says I laughed too hard at that one. Nice job. All right, it's cool. Well, we'll see what he's doing over here. Let me go grab my Twitter. I'm glad that it's still called Twitter. So what do we got here? I got to find something fun. Okay. I don't know this movie. You guys know this movie?
I sent you something on the general from Twitter that I think is a good candidate.
What?
On the general. What do you mean?
Yeah.
In the general chat, if you go click, he sent you a video to click on. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay, let me go do that. All right. All right, here we go. Oh.
There's a lot of Portuguese and Spanish posts on Twitter lately.
Bram Stoker's Dracula. No, it's not.
Oh.
That's what I was originally going to do, but I realized he's not part of the Muppet Show, really.
No, he's not.
My home. Enter freely of your own will, and leave some of the happiness you bring. Take care.
This is super creepy, dude. There's supposed to be 3. Oh, there she is. Puppet Nation. That was hilarious.
See meaning now.
And Keanu still isn't good in this. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. That's cute. I don't know what this show is supposed to be. It's not cute though. Okay. Okay. I went to a steakhouse but couldn't afford to pay the bill, so I pressured everyone else in the restaurant to pay it for me. Then I went on social media and boasted that I paid the tab. Oh, okay. He's an idiot though. New York gets exactly what they deserve. Honestly.
Yeah, they voted for him, so
yep.
yeah.
No sympathy. No
No
sympathy.
sympathy.
For Washington. No sympathy for California. You chose to do that. Oh, this is pretty cool what he's doing. There's a lot of speaker pluggings he's got there. Well, this must be some
screen there.
Oh, I see.
It's a screen.
Yeah, it is. That's pretty cool. These things are kind of cool. What do you guys call these again? These things?
Teacup?
I have
A
no
saucer?
idea.
Zenoscopes or something like that?
Oh, bro.
Particular?
I don't know.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like a Zenoscope effect.
Yeah, I think that's the
Or
And it's on the glass. That glass has those lines.
right.
It looks like a horse on it. Yeah,
That is cool. I saw
the
one.
lines on the cup fills in the rest, fills in the blanks in a way.
Right. Yeah. It is an optical illusion, but a really cool one. I saw one the other day where they actually took like a mirror.
That's an old one too. That's an old video too. Been around for a few years now.
They took like a mirrored cup and they had a drawing. it's like a pencil or ink drawing, and they put the cup at different spots, and it was like a mountain landscape. But where they, depending where they put the mirrored cup on the drawing, it would show a face reflecting it.
Huh.
Yeah, it's really clever, and the amount of work it would take to get that to actually work is kind of ridiculous. It's not like this. This is singular shot. It's still hard, but it it's easier. What he had was a big old landscape drawing, and you could put the cup in many places, and it would show different faces of historical people. That was really cool. Okay, stupidest sport ever. Just so stupid. Why? Handball. God. So dumb. There is a sport down in Southeast Asia. I don't know if it's the Thai or the Vietnamese that did it, but maybe Johan. It's where they're basically playing volleyball with a smaller ball, but it's all with their feet. It's like kick volleyball.
Oh, it's a takraw. I think.
Yeah, what's it
What
called?
is in the takraw?
Takarao. And where is it from?
I don't know. It's
First time I saw it was like 30
in
years ago.
in Southeast Asia, I think.
Yeah, well, the first time I saw it was actually in Taipei, but it was Thai workers that were doing it.
It's volley, right? It's volleyball with feet. Yeah.
Yeah, it's volleyball with feet. You can't use your hands.
Takraw, I think it's from Thailand, Malay, Indonesia.
Yeah, somewhere down there.
Yeah.
Wicked badass. It's wicked badass. This is the dumbest thing anyone's ever thought of. No, it's not true. The people that literally hop around on a hobby horse like they're actually equestrian events, they're the stupidest people ever. But I mean, handball, jeez. Anyway, have you guys ever seen the volleyball with the feet? The takaro, you said it was?
What, they actually kick the ball up high enough to go over a thing?
So ridiculous.
And they
Women playing sport.
And they volley. It's wicked badass. No, check it out, dude. It is wicked badass.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah,
that does look ridiculous. Women playing sports. I don't know.
Oh God.
There isn't any English word for this. It's sepak takraw.
Sepak.
Sepak and takraw. Takraw means rattan in Thai. Sepak means
So yes, right.
you kick something.
Sepak bakaro. Sepak bakaro. That's hard, man.
No, takraw.
Takraw.
Sepak takraw.
Sepak takraw. That's
Zip up your top crow.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Yeah, I don't know why. There's no English word for it.
No, that's just your language can be difficult to pronounce correctly.
Yeah. I mean,
you would have to practice. If you practice, you'd be all right. But it is not instantly easy though.
The international federation still say sepak takraw. Yeah. No English word.
Well, my point is, it's one of the coolest new sports I've ever seen. It's really, the skill level is off the charts, man. It makes volleyball look like, what's the point?
Is it like a newer game then, or is it an older game from that region? Or
well, like I said, I saw it more than 30 years ago when I was living in Taiwan.
It seems it's old, not that new.
That's funny.
This is funny. What is it they're doing?
Spilling the tea? I don't know.
No, I was laughing at the Dua Lipa post.
Oh.
Dua Lipa. What's the Dua Lipa?
That, I don't know, singer, celebrity, whatever.
Yeah, it's right there. Keep going. Yeah, that looks like a mugshot.
Oh, okay.
And so it just, his DNA tells him not to trust her how she looks, because she looks like a gypsy, and that her brothers are. She's just distracting you so her brothers can steal your livestock. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that one there.
Yeah, I don't know her at all. She's kind of a normal-looking girl, really. But I do get the gypsy though, the Roma. Yeah, she does have a little bit of that look. But I don't. Why does she have two lips?
Yeah, everyone raves about it. She's like pretty sexy, like a celebrity, like freaking.
Alan is roboting incredibly so.
Oh man.
Yes.
I don't know if the winner.
Alan, you are roboting like crazy, dude. Like crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea who she is. You said she's a singer of some kind?
Singer, or I don't know, or some kind of celebrity that just exists.
I think she sings, but I'm not even really sure
like
myself.
Kardashian.
Yeah.
She's a Kardashian type. I see. Okay.
No.
What? Well,
Yeah, I have no idea what she actually does, but she's famous for some reason.
Is she famous, or like just
pop culture fame?
Famous, yeah.
She is.
She's famous, yeah.
Well, maybe she's really talented because she's not very pretty.
Maybe she's like.
Well, that is her passport photo.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
Yeah,
all
the
right.
passport photos
like
are never good.
Adele is a singer, right? And she's not pretty at all. But boy, what a voice, right? So maybe she's a great singer. I don't know. But
Yep, we don't really know what she does.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be cool?
She dance well, maybe.
Singer songwriter. Yeah.
Maybe she's entertaining, like Beyonce. Now Beyonce is beautiful though, but Beyonce is more of an entertainer than a singer, right?
Yeah, she has Kosovo Albanian parents, so that's why that gypsiness comes out. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, the Roma are actually. Do you guys know the history of the Roma?
Always like to learn things.
They're actually originally long ago coming out of India. They are, and Alan once again wants to say something, but he can't. Okay, but no, they're coming out of India. There was a big war, and in the end, one army literally obliterated the other army. But in the old days, armies, when they traveled, they had like an entire retinue behind them, right? A lot of times they had wives and children in it, cooks, blacksmiths. I mean, everything the army needed to travel. The army got wiped out. Now, keep in mind, this is the exact same story what happened where the Amazons come from, right? But those people, they, of course, couldn't go back to India because they'd be murdered. So they left. And over many, many, many centuries, they ended up, of course, where they are in Europe, and we call them Roma or Gypsies today. The Amazons, same thing. Their army got wiped out, and the retinue behind survived for some time. Now, I would say the Amazon one is more interesting because they didn't survive that long, but the legacy, the legend of that story lasted until modern day, right? Which is interesting because they didn't survive that long. It was only a few decades, and then they were wiped out or just simply melted into other.
I mean, you think they all get married and raise families in other places.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Right.
But the
still surviving.
Roma, they are still around, and that was many centuries ago. So
they just stayed wanderers.
Yep, they still are.
That's strange.
Yeah. And never trust a gypsy.
They lost a war and never looked back.
Or a pikey, for that matter. It is interesting. My wife was watching this show. Oh, the acting was pretty good, and it was called Pikey Blinders. But everyone was saying Peaky. Well, that's not how you pronounce that word. It's Pikey.
It's not Peaky Blinders?
No, it's Pikey. Pikey is an Irish traveler, very similar to a gypsy.
Peaky sounds more like you're looking through blinds.
But they're literally pikeys. That's what they are. Anyway, I'm still looking for something funny and failing. I guess I got to search it again. Oh. Okay. Maybe.
This might be cute.
Maybe. Aww,
that's cute. Okay, that counts.
It's extremely lame, but we'll go with it. Okay. Because the kid's cute. All right.
The kid is cute. It's all right.
All right. So let me just check real quick if there. I think he had something other than just the one. Let me check it real quick.
There's two there.
There are, and it's still here. Okay, it's fine. Okay. All right. So what do we got for us today, Doug? Well, we have Lethal Weapon Muppet version. Nice. Nice.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
I wonder if he's still too old for this shit. Yeah.
Mhm.
But of course,
He's a
Lethal
Muppet.
Weapon, great fun. Yeah. What was it? Wasn't it Bruce Willis was the one that was supposed to be in the Mel Gibson position?
I don't know. Maybe.
I think they were originally trying to get Bruce to do it, but he was doing something else or something. And they got Mel Gibson to come in. But I can't imagine it being anybody other than these two.
These two. Mm-hmm.
Great. They were great. And all right.
Oh.
Mel Gibson was the intended first choice.
Was it?
Other actors were considered. Bruce Willis.
That is awesome.
Even Nicolas Cage, but yeah, it was Mel Gibson first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there you go.
Yes.
This is wonderful. Doug. See, wonderful thing you got. That's Molly Hatchet. Need some Molly Hatchet to go with this. It would have been nice, Doug. That's true. But see, Doug, you have a heart. It's heartwarming and beautiful. Therefore, you need to be my co-host.
There you go.
Get your butt over here. Get yourself a computer and be my co-host. And you can help me.
That's how that works.
You can help me judge their art harshly.
Take the job, Doug.
Take the job, Doug. Okay.
Do it on his phone. You can connect to a live chat on your phone.
He can. So no excuses, Doug. No excuses.
No more anime drawings ever.
Now you're going to have to come to Chester's couch for your interview. You know, casting couch for the interview. Then we'll see how it goes.
Those are rough. But this is great. To be honest, there were a lot of great shows we grew up with, and I'm sure there's still some today, although I haven't seen any. Honestly, out of all of them, this was one of my favorites. I loved the Munsters. It's just so much fun. And these two right here, of course, they were in a show together before this, where they played police officers. Yes.
Oh, cool.
And that was a good show too. What was that? Car 54, Where Are You? Right? But perfect casting. Perfect casting. Wonderful show. But Grandpa and Herman, of course. And let's see what we got for music today. Oh, it's just the original.
Nice.
Is this
I hear it.
what's that band from that era that had music like this? They don't sing, it's all instrumental. What was the name of that
Ventures?
band? The Ventures. Is this Ventures? Did the Ventures do the theme song? It sounds like it. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you very much, Doug. Soon to be on the channel as my co-host, Doug.
Excited.
Okay. Congratulations, Doug. You passed the interview. It's good. Yeah.
Hey, I heard Alan grunt.
Yeah, I don't know. Alan is trying to say something as usual, but he needs to shut his art off if he wants to talk to us. Yep. Mm-hmm. Robot. Okay. They were a little easier.
That was me. That was me doing that.
Oh, sweet. Nice. They were a little easier to turn to Muppets since the Munsters turning regular humans into a bit more difficult. Oh, that's probably true. The theme song for the Munsters was composed by Jack Marshall. Really? That's interesting because it sounds just like the Ventures, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah. I actually saw that band, the Ventures, as very old men in Japan not horribly long ago. 20 years maybe? 15 years?
Right?
Yeah, well, they were in Japan, and I was doing a gig at it was somewhat sizable event, but not that huge. It was only about 20,000, I'd say. 15, 20,000, not so big, but not small either, right? and they were one of the acts. They had like 3 days of music and all kind of interesting
Oh,
stuff.
that's cool.
Yeah, and I was they went on before my band. So
Alright.
I was in the wings waiting, right? And I
Nice.
watched their whole thing. It was pretty cool. And Japanese loved it.
Cool.
They were old though.
It was. I mean, it was all like music, so you wouldn't like lose anything in the translation, so to speak.
No, yeah, but I think they were actually probably popular here because the crowd really reacted well to them. Some of the other things got less reactions, right? I was playing with Cornucopia at that time, and that was an all-star band, so the crowd probably knew like at least half of the band other than me. They didn't know who I was, of course. But the other people in the band were pretty famous musicians in Japan, so they probably knew half of them. So we got a bit of response, especially with our bass player. He's considered the greatest bass player to ever come out of Japan.
Really? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he is amazing. And
he is though.
No, he is amazing. I did a lot of music with him, especially early on. But he's one of those bass players that is he's a master of everything that has to do with his instrument, but his bass is fretless.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Fretless?
Fretless.
Fretless.
Yeah, no,
he plays a fretless bass.
He does, and he plays other things too, but he's one of the best bass players I've ever seen. Now there are a couple people on YouTube these days that are just kind of, I wonder if they're even human. Davey 504.
504.
And another
fun.
guy who is more classically trained, a white boy. They are the white boy particularly. That is a phenom, is what that is.
You could be like that. Okay, that happened.
Ridiculous. Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much, Doug. Awesome. I need to go grab the straw poll myself and a vote. So let me get at it here. Alrighty.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You alright?
Raiders of the Lost Ark is set in 1936, about 45 years before its 1981 release. Now 45 years have passed since it first hit theaters in 1981.
Wow.
Wow.
Nice.
So it's as far away from its release as it was from its setting.
It's basically like a movie from the 20s.
Right.
Compared to
Right. Well, it's that movie that prompted me to become an anthropologist.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Seriously, I wanted to be Indiana Jones. Now, of course, I went and I studied it and got a degree in it and realized, oh shit, it's not even accurate.
It's archaeology, not anthropology.
Well, either way, I've done both. And where in the movie he's running around doing action, being cool as hell. All the girls are just absolutely Twitter pated. And then I found out, no, basically you're leaning over little dusty stuff, dusting it off, and taking notes, or trying to glue pottery back together
and giving really boring dissertations.
Yeah, that too. Yeah,
disappointing, huh?
It's nowhere near as cool as the movie, dude.
You were snakes, though.
I have no problem with snakes, so I haven't.
Have you guys seen that clip run around?
Oh, okay.
Yes. What clip?
Which one? It didn't matter if Indiana Jones was in the movie.
Why?
Because the Nazis would have got the box anyways and opened it anyways, and everything would have happened anyways.
Oh, well, that's true. But it wouldn't have been as exciting. Because even though Harrison Ford is just this absolutely bitter, unfun human, he is, when he turns it on, dude, he turns it on. He's one of the best on-screen je ne sais quoi you've ever seen, Harrison Ford. It's ridiculous. It's just unfortunate he's such a bitter, angry man. He's just no fun. He just doesn't like anything. He's so sour. Anyway, I got to do this. So let me see. I got myself. Yeah, he is that guy. He's the balcony critics is what he is. I got 8 choices today. I got Amy. And I don't know why, but I just feel that Amy has fiery red hair. I feel.
Okay.
Now I've seen oh well, I don't know if you guys were there, but I have seen Honey, and she's a strawberry blonde. So maybe Amy is more red. More red is my vision of Amy. Okay, and
Just redder. So red.
Very good assistant. Am I correct, Honey? Is she redder than you or the same?
Do you really want to lose the? Do you really want to know the truth?
No.
Okay. Yeah, so much better.
Yeah, almost Ariel, like just about there.
That was a lie, everybody. I'll give a class later on how to detect lies.
I could use work.
I have said it before, but we should do a show where we draw what we think the other people look like that we've never seen.
That would be fun.
That would be awesome.
It would be interesting. Alan's already done it. He drew me. Anyway, next choice, number 2 here, we have Eric von Count. Yeah, that's perfect. I just envision you as being Count Van Count. And of course, Honey hates Elmo. Justified. Justified.
But he is right. Rocco is just a rock.
He is true about that. It's a rock.
Yeah. Number 4, Johan is from Sweden.
Like, Elmo got kind of bass.
Maybe Johan. Yeah, Johan. Yeah. Johan is from Sweden.
From China, Johan.
Johan, did you ever see the Muppet Show? You ever see the Muppet Show?
Yeah. In my childhood, I see some episodes.
Oh, that's cool.
But
that's cool.
Yeah. That's why I like Fozzie. But I don't watch many of it.
So you know,
I don't even own a television.
It is interesting because the 70s had a lot of American stuff went around the world. A lot. After that, we certainly had some, but less so. I don't know what it was about the 70s. Maybe it was because other countries' industries were just starting up.
Right.
Because keep in mind, it wasn't until late 60s, 70s that the rest of the world started even driving cars. Right? So maybe that's why they were just kind of starting up and there was a lot of American content. I don't know.
It was easier to import the stuff, yeah.
Maybe. But a lot of syndication went overseas from America. And I'm glad you guys got the Muppet Show because that's cool.
Yeah.
Another big one was Little House on the Prairie. That went all over the world. Seriously.
I'm sure you don't hear, for as big as it was, you don't hear it mentioned much.
Little House, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's unfortunate because that is wholesome, good, true American life. You know, that is America. Yep. Number 5, Gonzo in the Outback. Very good.
There you go.
Ron, could you answer me a question?
I rented that once.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know if I can.
well,
because I'm Australian. We don't answer questions.
That is true.
We're our favorites.
True. I do have a question though that maybe you can answer since it's an educational one. Why do you say Outback?
I don't know.
Outback for what?
Because
I'm sure it has something to do with the steakhouse.
What do you mean it's Outback? Outback would be the grill in the backyard. I mean, what are you talking about?
Yeah, like that. What's Outback?
Yeah, but why is it Outback and not over there?
Yeah, Dunny's out the back.
Or
Dunny is out the back. We used to our toilets used to be outside.
Sure.
In the back.
It wasn't too long ago, like maybe in the 50s or so. We still had houses that had their toilets outside.
Sure.
The outhouse. So yeah.
Well, you guys
from that.
You guys in the Americans, Canadians to a point, we are unique in that we have a understanding of frontierism, right? Because we were frontier people. Most humans don't have that. I mean, you go back to ancient Greece and Rome and even Egypt, they had toilets inside, running water.
Actually, I think I can answer it. Let me just answer it in my own words. Okay. The term outback originated in the 19th century to describe the remote, arid, and sparsely populated inland regions of Australia located behind the established coastal settlements.
Oh, well, That makes
Oh, okay. Out back of
Right
the
off the
established
top
crystal
of his
cinemas.
head.
Really?
Yeah, yeah,
Honestly,
yeah.
I
That
would
was.
I would
I
still
just
just say over there
popped in there.
or yonder.
Out the I got it from Google.
Yeah,
There's
I know.
another sentence after that. It evolved from the adverbial phrase meaning out the back.
There you go.
That's what I said earlier.
It's at the back. That's why it's at.
Doug says
If it had been over there, it would be
There's
inside.
another term. There was another term I remember too that they say here. Backo Burke. Backo Burke, which was like Burke was like is a town out in the in the middle of Australia somewhere.
Oh, really?
So that's also part of that. Back of Beyond is like
Back of
kind
Beyond,
of like a.
Oh, I get that. I get that.
Beyond sounds like a video game.
It does.
Doug says he's never seen an Indiana Jones movie. Well, what the hell's wrong with you?
What?
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 Say what?
I don't think he even owns a television.
Probably not. Probably not.
Time traveler?
He
Like
just,
that guy in Police Academy.
All he has is a old timey projector that is constantly looping Tex Avery. That's what he's got.
There you go. I don't know how he's on the internet.
Anyway, number
He
6.
was created in a lab and he was like programmed with Tex Avery
But
cartoons.
So he lives in an
like
abandoned
Clockwork
drive-in.
Orange style.
He's our new host, though, so be nice. Jason needs a piggy. Aw.
I don't know what to think about that one.
Just let it dwell. All right, let it dwell. Number 7 here, Elrod, the balcony dweller. Nice, very nice. And of course, last but certainly not least, Kermit's banjo buddy Alan.
Aww.
Yeah, he says he's never seen
back where
James
you
Bond or
came
Jackie
from.
Chan movie either. He's uncultured. Yeah, he's probably he gets laid all the time. That's what it is.
It's probably what it is.
He doesn't watch movies and cartoons. He goes out with chicks.
Sweet. Good for him, dude. He shows off his artistic skills. Nice. Alpha says, bring back Booster Kiwi. Sure. Why not? Booster's funny. But he teaches me bad things, though, Booster. He is a naughty boy. Nevertheless, what am I going to do here? What am I going to do? Well, first of all, I don't know. Where's Eric? Oh, here he is. So just do that. Okay. Amy's was super cute. Honey's was great. Johan's got to go there.
Holy.
That was really good. Jason, I liked. Elrod did a lot of fun stuff. Ellen, like that. And yeah, good. I got number 1 and 2 correct, so I don't really care. So do I want that 3 though? It was good though. Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, cool.
God damn it.
He says he likes ice cream. Well, so do I. And so does President Biden. He loved ice cream. It's an easy way to get him go the direction you want. Anyway.
Ice cream there.
Yeah. Did I help? Not really.
What you did.
I didn't do much at all. We got a lot of votes today, though.
Very close. Very close.
Those are huge points. I only put it up to 15. I didn't do anything worse than that. I doubled it.
Well, I guess no biggie for me.
He's on toes. Little piggy.
Being green.
It is.
We have the piggy.
All right. Well, I guess that's what we got. So thank you very much, Jason, Elrod, Johan, Honey, Eric, Amy, and Gonzo. Oh, sorry, Amaran. But today's winner is Alan. Well, fair enough. Fair enough. I tried to give you some love, Eric. I tried.
That's all right.
Yeah.
No worries.
Yeah. But anyway, awesome. Really good stuff. A lot of fun today. Let me go over here and get back on this side. And let me try to shut down some things because these guys are 100% roboting seriously. So let's see if I can't fix that. Everything else looks good. Nice. All right. Very good. All righty then. So, with that said, the Muppets show is done, and that was a lot of fun. I do love the
Yes.
Muppets. One of the few wholesome things
Mhm.
that still survives
Yeah.
because they have done a good job of obliterating anything like that.
Mm.
Yeah. Although in your country, Amron, there is. I love the YouTube channel Bearing. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
Yeah, I've watched it. I used to watch him years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I love Bearing. He's funny. He and his wife, they're funny. And of course, they'll talk about whatever, not just Australian stuff.
What's the name? Sugar Tits or something?
Sugar Tits, yeah, Sugar Tits.
Sugar tit.
Sugar something. Yeah.
Sugar Tits, yeah. But they'll talk about all kind of stuff. But of course, they'll talk about Australian things too. And they were talking about this. He's talked about it before. He hates her with a passion. There's some lady named Abby Chatfield or something like that, or Chatwick or Chat something. In Australia, and she's just a nasty, nasty piece of work, right? Just nasty, woke, just horrible human being. And of course, she's one of the idiots on the internet that was praising and wishing for and hoping for and encouraging people to, unalive the American president. Of course, all those idiots.
Mhm.
And that
She's
surprised
one.
no one.
No, it surprised no one. But her boyfriend, who she openly calls a cuckold, by the way. Yeah. He's a one-hit wonder, had one little catchy song, and he was trying to go into America from Canada, making money, and the Americans like, nope, you go home. Because he has a horribly awful, nasty girlfriend.
Right.
Then she came out just directly after that to kind of apologize, but not apologize.
Right.
And Bering was laughing at her idiocy. But
Right.
yeah, I like Bering. He's funny. How come
Yeah, you don't
watch
get
him
to come into the
anymore,
country.
Amron? Why don't you watch him anymore? He's funny.
Yeah, kind of. I don't watch YouTube all that much really anymore.
I see.
Yeah.
Because I do watch him. I watch Isaac Butterfield. Although
like watching videos like that, I don't watch too much. I'm usually like gaming stuff mainly.
Trying to get to something a little more
well, if
positive.
but if it pops up, I will watch them. I usually watch documentary or science stuff anyway.
It's not recommending his videos anymore.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, Bering is still funny. He's still goofing, right, on everything. But Isaac, he's gotten a bit serious. He's really not happy with the Australian government at all. He's ranting more than joking these days. Which I get, but it's a little unfortunate because Isaac can be funny actually. But nevertheless, let me go see what Eric's got for us. So Eric, what does our points look like now?
Well, we got me leading Armron by 1 point.
Oh my.
Yep. Then Amy comes in with 865, followed by Alan, and Melissa, the Elrod, and Johan, Mr. Motion, Superman Mike, Kinma, JD, and so on, so on, so on.
I see. Oh, everybody else got thrown in and so on, including me.
Well, I mean, it's just Rick, Alpha, Roland, one dude. Yeah, one dude Reddit. He came and
You're still on point.
disappeared again.
Yeah, what's going on with Rosa?
Rosa. Yeah,
yeah.
Well, I mean,
pretty
it sounds
quiet.
like her husband was recovering and doing better, so that's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rosa, I believe, had a little stroke.
Did she?
Oh no.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh no.
I hope she's doing well.
She's recovering.
Yeah, it was a small stroke. She's doing pretty well. In good spirits. Still interacting a lot on X. Promoting a book, promoting other people's book, praying for people online. She does that a lot.
Well,
Yeah.
they do have procedures and medicines today that deal with stroke way better than we used to. So,
Yeah.
And Fetterman, of course, in America is a very good example of this, right?
Yeah,
look how amazingly he's recovered. So
that is true. Never would have guessed anything happened to him.
yeah, good for him. I mean, he's still liberal, but good for him. Nevertheless, Eric.
Yes.
What are we doing next week?
Next week we are doing Star Wars.
Oh.
Why?
I guess because
Mandalorian and
Grogu.
Grogu come out.
Oh.
There's an actual Star Wars movie coming out. Yeah.
Completely forgot.
I will
about
not
that.
be watching with bated breath.
No, I don't think anyone is. Everyone's done with Disney.
But we can draw actual Star Wars, right?
Oh no, we're gonna do Star Wars. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff.
Okay.
And I imagine we're gonna see many aliens, and Amron will do a naked Leia. I'm sure. Well, he can't do a naked Rey because that's just a 12-year-old boy. I mean, what do you want?
I'll just do the Twi'lek, the Sith.
Oh,
the red and black Sith.
Oh, she's cool. Yeah, she is cool. Yeah.
From that, that's from the real sequel to like the original trilogy.
Yeah.
If you don't count the Timothy Zahn novels.
Yeah. But
they need to just like drop that whole era and just go forward another 10,000 years.
I keep reading rumors that they want to like do some time travel storyline to erase it all.
I've heard that.
That's what they wanted to do with the bloody Rise of Skywalker or something.
Sequel, they want to rid those sequels that they butchered.
Well, honestly,
there's rumors that Rise of Skywalker was going to have time travel elements in it. That was a rumor before it came out. It was going to be
Well, they should do what they should have done from day one. Do the old Republic. Do your own thing.
No, they already tried that and it failed. The Acolyte. They had the Acolyte
Yeah, but that was intended to piss people off. That was
that's High Republic. Not
if we did
Republic,
the actual old Republic, and they could do their own thing completely. Just separate yourself from Lucas.
Yeah, people still rave about that cutscene of like Old Republic MMO.
Oh yeah,
that was a real Star Wars.
I'll still watch that, bro.
The Old Republic, yeah.
That's a good game. I love it.
Darth Malgus and Revan and they're all awesome.
Starforge.
Sure, that's right.
Yeah.
But they need to get people who love Star Wars and want to do something great with it. That's what you need. The problem is they don't hire those people. But Disney is so gone, and they've proven to us that they're not going to change until they're just dead. They're not going to. They've had the opportunity and they're refused. So what do you want?
Yeah.
It is over.
Nothing. Yeah.
But it doesn't matter.
Absolutely.
We have great memories. There's there's so much content with Star Wars.
The stuff that was good still exists, and we all remember it, so that's okay.
True.
Yeah. But before they got a hold of it, keep in mind there were tons of books, there were tons of role-playing stuff, board games, card games, everything under the sun. I can't even number how many video games there were, right? So there's plenty of Star Wars.
Friend who always shows you the books and the cards and all that stuff.
That's right. And I played a lot of it. Actually, one of my favorite little, non D&D role-playing games was the D6 system, which of course was mostly Star Wars, right? It was really great.
Cool.
The D6 system. So anyway, cool. Thank you all very much for that. Come back next week for Star Wars. It'll be fun, and let's go see if anybody here has something interesting to say. Probably not.
About Star Wars?
About anything.
Oh, about anything. Oh, okay.
Amron, hi. How you doing? You're first night today. How you doing?
Yeah.
Hi.
Yep.
So, are you happy?
Yeah.
That's good.
Nice.
I asked my adult classes, first thing I say in every adult class, are you happy?
Aww.
Yeah. And, over the years, everyone smiles and answers, but I remember one lady.
Was some kind of child to you?
Yeah, exactly. She was like, why are you always asking am I happy? It just seems like you're putting pressure on me. And I was like, oh, look, Karen, I was nice, of course. But I've only, in all the years I've been saying that, decades actually, I've only had one person complain. Everybody else smiles. So,
Yeah.
Anyway.
Just the fact that somebody asks makes your problems feel a little smaller.
Right. Yeah, right. And there are little things you could do because I'm in front of people all the time, but like I always pay attention, especially with women. What kind of shoes are they wearing? Do they have a new haircut? And I'll mention it. Little teeny things that makes them so happy. Yeah.
Yep. That's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, and these mostly these are middle-aged ladies or older. So this has a little more meaning to them than a young girl would, right? Especially
because those are the things you can kind of try to do to improve your own life a little bit. Sure. And if that's appreciated, it's nice.
Very good. Yeah. So we're still waiting for Amron, though. I've kind of given him a lot of time to kind of formulate an answer. So go.
He's going to be out back.
I wasn't formulating anything.
I know. Very good. Girls, how you doing, girls?
Hey, doing all right. Yeah. I actually like how my drawing kind of came out after a bit here. Keep kind of detailing it, but it's cute.
I thought it was nice. I like what Honey did too. I like that little turn. Miss Piggy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was adorable. These are fun characters. So
it's a little ambitious, but I think they didn't come up with bad. Okay.
She's going with a piggy who's trying to act super sweet, even though we know she's not.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Still, if you're gonna get stuck in a fight somewhere and you got Miss Piggy on your side, suddenly
you got a good chance.
You got a good chance. Yep.
That's true. She will karate chop you. That is.
Once you hear that piggy scream, you better run for your life.
Trying to take it.
That is true. That is true. Excellent. Anything else you girls want to add?
Let's see.
Doing,
building, creating, living, getting better.
Getting better. Yep, always working on getting a little better. So we're doing better. So
good.
Yeah, glad to be here. Glad to draw. Glad to share some time with our friends and make something. And it's just always a little highlight of the week. And looking forward to the next one. I don't know a lot about Star Wars, but I do know Knights of the Old Republic pretty well. So you might see Mission Vale or something like that.
Why not? It is that's what I mean. It's a very large genre with tons of content. Let's see here. Doug says that Miss Piggy kind of reminds me of Beth from Dog the Bounty Hunter. I don't know what that is.
It's a TV show.
Is it some kind of cartoon or something like that?
No, he's an actual bounty hunter that I think lives in, was it Hawaii?
Yes.
So he if somebody skipped on their bail.
Oh no, I do recall seeing some references to him. I didn't know his name was Dog.
Dog the Bounty Hunter.
That seems like a name you would not want to keep.
Yeah, you'd think so, but I guess it makes it sound like you're tough or something. I'm not really sure.
Not really sure. Yeah, I don't know much about bounty hunters. I know a lot about bouncers.
That's true. That's a little different. You don't have to. He just once they're on the street, they're the bounty hunter's problem. You just got to keep them out of the building.
That is true. That is true. Well, thank you very much, girls. Johan, dude, loved the piece today. Really cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Fozzie is neat. Why did you gravitate toward Fozzie out of all the Muppets?
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, I like Fozzie very much.
Yeah, Fozzie's cool. Yeah, he was fun.
Yeah. But I didn't know what the name and what is it? Was it a dog or I didn't know it was a bear.
Fozzie's a bear.
Oh,
Fozzie
really?
Bear.
Fozzie Bear.
Yeah.
Rolf the dog. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's just fun and the personality is
try hard.
It's kind and fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got that great scarf.
He does, and Fozzie is intended to be beloved. I mean, that's how
Yeah.
that's how they created the character, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Johan.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very, very nice. Let's see here. Eric, you told us about what's coming, but you didn't say anything about yourself.
Oh, well, I'm still going to be released. I think by the end of summer, I'll be launching the Zombie World of Oz #6. Then I got a couple other projects I'm working on, but other than that, I'm just chugging away.
Very nice.
Nice.
Very nice. Someone has to get Andrew back in here because I have been promised a cameo in something.
He said he's going to be releasing his new book soon. He thought maybe June, but he's going to reach out and we'll squeeze him in somewhere.
Of course.
Very nice.
Oh,
Very
Andrew.
good. Flying Saucers in there. I haven't seen him in a little bit. Very
Saucer.
nice. Jason, what's up, dude?
Hello. Yeah, nothing much. But I had an amazing time drawing a very freakish brute, just absolutely animalistic brute of animal. But other than that, everything's going good. I'm preparing for multiple things. First of all, for my book, I'm writing. I just started writing my first draft, and
Awesome.
and yeah, and I'm preparing for a summer camp that my church is having. I'll be counseling there, and
Is it called VBS?
no,
Just
it's,
watch out for
called
any
Character
guys with
Quest.
hockey masks.
Vacation Bible School, VBS.
No, it's called Character Quest. It's just for 4th and 5th graders.
Aww.
Yeah. But also my youngest brother is graduating
Oh,
high school
cool.
tomorrow. So, and also we got a couple of shirts, new shirts on our Reach, Roll, and Repeat Etsy shop. So please check that out if y'all interested. And also commissions are open.
Oops.
I would be more than happy to draw anything for you guys, except for my 2 roles. Nothing sexual, nothing demonic.
Sure.
Other than that, everything goes. Anything goes.
Great.
So
Good to hear, Jason. And yes, Alpha Proto. His brother went to VBS. I had to spend many summers in VBS, and I hated it.
Why? It was fun. I was the puppeteer for ours.
No, we did lame stuff. So lame. Actually, you know what would have been more interesting? Just Bible study. That would have been more interesting than the lame things we did. Because
Were
actually,
you making macaroni necklace?
oh my God! Please do not bring up nightmare memories. But the thing is,
memories.
a lot of people, of course, listen to the pastor, but a lot of people don't actually read the Bible, even though they're Christian or the Quran for the Muslims or what have you. They don't actually read it. Those stories.
That's actually what I like about my pastor. He actually encourages people to read their Bible. Don't just listen to him.
Yeah. Well, because the Bible is so metal.
It is.
Oh, it is. Yeah, I agree with you.
There are really cool stories in there. But nevertheless, enough of that. Thank you very much. And we will possibly end. I'm not really sure. Alan.
I can't wait for the AI Bible, personally.
Oh yeah, that I'm sure will be accurate and be unchanged.
The all ones and zeros.
Yeah.
The old ones and zeros. Yeah. Actually, I did find out something pretty cool. People, The Last Supper by Vinci has a musical notes to it.
Da Vinci to you.
Really?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, so you can find it online. What the notes actually play, and I would recommend to find it how it sounds like in reverse, because he did everything in reverse, like his coding.
That's true. But yeah, no, they used AI to search that, and they found a plethora of hidden things, which is stuff he did. I mean, let's be fair. He
That's
liked
cool.
doing that. Yeah. Another person who did put a lot of kind of shadow of things in under his paintings was Rembrandt. Rembrandt did a lot
Some
of that
artists
stuff.
would just paint over old canvas, so if you scan them, you're like, oh, there's something else entirely under here.
Sure. But Rembrandt was, being cheeky. So, it is what it is. But nevertheless, thank you all for coming in. Do appreciate you. Come on back next week for Star Wars, and we'll have ourselves some fun. And I'm sure we won't get a Darth Vader in a bikini. I'm sure. Positive.
Who knows,
Well,
man?
you can get Darth Vader bikinis.
Oh God.
Don't get
That is a real product. Yeah, that's a real.
Nope.
Of course it is.
Nope.
Look at these
Anyway.
big juicy ones.
Oh God.
See?
Later, everybody.
Good night.
All right, Lay.
Bye.
Bless y'all.
Good night. God bless y'all.
I can hear a Zippo during